is more your thing, catch a baseball game at Trustmark Park, shop at the Bass Pro Shops, or visit the nearby Ross Barnett Reservoir that's a staple for boating enthusiasts near and far. There are many events throughout the year that residents and visitors can enjoy. Pearl Day Festival is a large community event celebrating the birth of our city that has
Friday nights mean one thing in Mississippi: high school football. We've got a 50-yard line seat in the 6A powerhouse, Pearl Pirates, right here on B&B Sports. Batten down the hatches. Hoist the colors. Sky Family Dental. Joe.
Well, good evening, Pirate fans, and welcome to Meridian, where tonight the Pearl Pirates will take on the Meridian Wildcats in Game 2 of Region Play. I'm Greg Flynn, joined by Bryant May. Down on the field, we have the Professor Roy Harper and Bryant as we dive into the Sky Family Dental pregame show. This is not the same Meridian team we're used to seeing, is it?
It is not. You know, we were reminiscing on the way over here today that, there's been a lot of interesting things that have happened in Meridian over the last few years as far as the football program goes. A team that used to just produce athletes. They were known for knocking off South Panola after their 100,000 game win streak. But the last few years, this Meridian team has not been what they were of years past. Tonight they come in as an 0-4 ball club, but as Justin Hunter told me on the coaches show Tuesday night, they have played perhaps the toughest schedule maybe in the whole state of Mississippi across the 4 games, coming in against Starkville, South Panola, Picayune, a very strong 5A team, and then last weekend their first region game was against Northwest Rankin, who's a pretty strong Region 3 6A team. And so tonight they are 0-4, but here's what I said to Justin. We'll see if you agree with me. You said last week that Marcus Bowles brought a Petal Panther squad to Ray Rogers Stadium, and he said that Pirate team is better than their 0-3 record show, and they got a loss. I would say tonight this Wildcat team is better than the 0-4 record that they showed.
Oh, do not be fooled by an 0-4 record. Athletes all over the place on this field for Meridian. And as we take a look at the players to watch tonight for Meridian, Brian, it's 3 really good offensive guys that they have not put up huge numbers, but man, are they talented.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at these player cards for the 3 men who will be the go-to guys for this John Douglas-led Wildcat squad. First will be number 4, Mark Smith. He will be the junior quarterback. He's an athletic quarterback. He will not only throw it, but he'll also be a threat to run it tonight. So we'll have to shadow Mark Smith, number 4, with a linebacker. Daniel Hill, 18. He's going to perhaps be the most impressive Wildcat you'll see all night tonight. He's only a freshman. Yes, when you see him, he's only a freshman. He plays running back and linebacker. Justin Hunter said he is a coach's son, and he plays like it. Then finally tonight on the Wildcat side, we'll watch out for number 23, Elijah Brown, only a sophomore. He also will play running back along with on the defense. He'll play in that linebacker spot. And those 3 guys are guys that Justin Hunter and his squad have watched all week this week on film, and those are guys they'll have to zero in on. But if we continue the growth progression that we've had, Greg Flynn, across the 4 weeks, you got to feel really good about how the Pirates are playing.
Well, Meridian has given up 35 points a game averaging, and they're only scoring 15, about 15. The fact that the Pirates were able to score 42 last week, man, if we can hit that average, I feel awfully good about things. And as we take a look at our offense, once again, it starts with the T-Train.
Yeah, Jamari Thompson, he has been the most constant player on the offensive side of the ball. He's got some compliments that are surrounding him well. But Jamari Thompson, known as the T-Train, again, he's only a junior at 240-pound frame. Already 101 carries through 4 games, so averaging 25 carries a game. 586 yards on the season, and perhaps the most surprising statistic for Jamari, only 1 touchdown. But that's because there are a lot of other weapons on the Pirates offense. But Jamari will be the man tonight, and we'll continue to feed it to him. And he can not only milk the clock, but can also break off the big one. And then also, man, you can't forget this guy, Jerry Johnson, Jay Bird, again, only a junior as well, number 4. He can do it all. He's got 114 receiving yards on the season, 119 rushing yards, and apparently wants to play QB. He's 3 for 3 in passing the last 2 weeks, 90 yards, and 2 of those are for touchdowns. Not a bad efficiency rating. He accounts for 4 touchdowns, and 1 of those are in 1 additional kick return for a touchdown against Madison Central.
So 5 touchdowns, pretty good for Jay Bird.
Not bad at all. And at some point, we said it last week, somebody's going to learn that he can pass the ball, and you got to watch out for that. Shade Foster, we'll take a look at the rest of the offensive starters. Shade Foster had a not too bad of a week last week, either passing the ball in our first region game against Petal. Shade went 15 for 26, 178 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no picks. Such a solid night for the senior leader, number 12, Shade Foster. No big changes across the offensive front. To complement Jerry Johnson at receiver, we'll have Alex Alex Spires, number 8, and Jalen Kendrick, who caught a touchdown last week, number 24. Austin Arant, who had a big catch last week against Petal, will be our halfback. He will wear number 11. Javion Alexander, who had 2 touchdown catches last week against Petal, will wear number 15. And then the guys across the front who have done such a great job growing across the first 4 weeks and played a fantastic game last week against Petal. Leo McIntyre, number 50. Reed Grantham, 55. Hayden Jackson, 60. Colby Spence, 72. And Connor Foy, the man in the middle, number 73.
You know, they did so well against Petal. The only thing that you may concern yourself with is it's a very young team. They were very, very high after getting their first win last week against Petal. Now they come on the road. They playing an 0-4 team.
Yep.
You hope that they will stay focused and not have any kind of a letdown.
Absolutely, and that's one of the big talking points that we had with Justin on Tuesday night. How do you do that? And so, I think that's where he's preaching, hey, it's one day at a time, one game at a time. As old John Perry used to say, we just win this week, right? One day at a time.
1-0.
And so they hope to go 1-0 tonight because this would be such another huge region win. Some uncertainty coming up ahead next week with Terry, Bulldogs, and then we kind of start the gauntlet on the latter half of our Region 3 6A schedule with the likes of Northwest, Oak Grove, Brandon, and some of those stronger squads.
So you need to get the wins while you can because you don't know how many of them are left out there. Focus on the task at hand. And tonight, that is Meridian. We will continue with the Sky Family Dental pregame show coming up. When we come back, we will take a close look at the defense and a guy by the name of Showtime. So you stay with us. We'll be right back here from Meridian.
We know you came in to just get a cleaning, but I think what you really wanted was to upgrade to a whole new set.
So we're out of ivory. Platinum or gold?
All right.
I'll get the platinum ready.
We don't normally use this much Novocaine, but this will make it hurt a whole lot less.
You wouldn't put up with this at the dentist. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dab Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day in Georgia blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh, yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here, it's Georgia blue.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
This is the Pepsi for serious fans and serious eats. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite pizza joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
What? This is the Pepsi for you.
For the best brands at the best prices, shop the outlets of Mississippi. I-55 and I-20 in Pearl.
Show, Greg Flynn, Bryant May here with you as we get set for kickoff at the top of the hour between the Pearl Pirates and the Meridian Wildcats. And now we're going to take a look at the defense that, Bryant, deceivingly so, they gave up 39 points last week, but played a lot better than that score indicated.
Yeah, it was 24-14 at halftime, and then we came out and put 21 unanswered on the board. And not only did the offense play well during that stretch, but the defense responded as well. You remember we gave up that late touchdown with about 2 minutes to go, and other than that, there was really minimal points put up by Petal in the second half, and that was an offense that came in really high-powered, almost throwing for 300 yards a game. So you got to feel really good, even though you did give up 39 points, which may sound a little weird to say.
Well, and it's this defense, as they continue to learn, it's been kind of a bend but don't break. You know, let them pick up the yards in the middle of the field and then really clamp down inside the 20.
Yeah, and tonight you hope that they're going to be able to capitalize against a really young Meridian Wildcat offense who's really trying to gain a lot of experience. Last week they only put up 14 points against Northwest Rankin. So you hope that the defense got on the bus tonight, and we believe that they did. They are led by Mr. Showtime Shoto. We had a chance to talk to him Tuesday night at Mugshots. We'll take a look at his player card. Jaquavian, he's the guy who can do everything. And again, only a junior. Number 6, we call him Showtime. Positional chart. Linebacker, kick returner, wide receiver, running back, water boy, popcorn man. He can do it all, and he is that talented. Last week, his stat line against Petal, 6 tackles. And then on the offensive side of things, he caught a few passes for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. And he had the play of the game as Shade Foster found him on a 66-yard pass right down the middle of the field. We can't say enough, Greg, about Jaquavian Shoto.
No, he is small in stature, huge in heart, and also huge when he lays the lumber, too. He can lay a lick, even though he's a little fella.
Yeah, and I mentioned to him the other night, how much did Tylen Knight, who also wore number 6, inspire your game? And he said, man, I had a chance to watch Tylen, and I watched him every time I could, and I mimicked so much after Tylen Knight. We'll take a look at the rest of the defensive starters tonight, who will join Jaquavian Shoto. In the secondary, Marcus Mosley, who had a great game last week against Petal. Jerry Johnson, Jay Bird will go both ways tonight, number 4, and also play that cornerback position. Landon Moore, who had a huge game last week against Petal. Number 7, the senior safety, along with DJ Hudson, number 22. The linebackers led by Malachi Porter, number 5. He's a senior, along with Tristan Carpenter, number 10. And Javius Tucker, who is coming into his own every single week, will be the 4th linebacker along with Shoto. Then the men across the front, Jalen Nickelberry, Charles Stevens, Jeremy Jackson, and Nyquez Wade, number 42. Those guys have played some inspired football across the last few weeks.
And we did get Wade's name right tonight, correct?
We did. We apologize to him. And Nyquez, if you're watching right now, it's our fault. We're going to own where we make a mistake. But, man, you've been playing great football along with Nickelberry. And then the 2 guys that you knew were going to be solid in the middle, Jeremy Jackson and Charles Stevens.
Yeah, all of his family that's watching. And, he can watch it on the replay tomorrow after he gets back to Pearl. But hopefully it's going to be something good to talk about. I'm anxious to see tonight. The last 2 games, Nickelberry, the Nightmare, has gotten his hand up and batted 2 passes. Yep. One he took back for a touchdown. Last week he got his hand up there again.
Yeah, and he's showing he's probably maybe the tallest perhaps of those guys on that defensive front, and he's using that height to jump up and knock some down. And you're right, that play he made a couple of weeks ago was fantastic.
If you can't get to him, just get those hands up, right?
Yeah, that's right. And, Greg, we reflected at the end of last week's broadcast that, this is called the Ray. It's called Ray Stadium, built in 1937, a historic site. But you have coined it with your own phrase, right?
Yes, it is Ray Rogers East. We have had great success here over the last, we've been here, the last 3 times we've been here over the last 6 years. Man, we have played very well in this stadium, and we hope that's going to continue.
Absolutely. And got some of the Pirate faithful that have made their way over I-20 to join us tonight for what will be another big Region 3 6A matchup.
Hey, not to leave out the special teams that we were talking about. Austin Green hasn't had to kick a lot of field goals because we've been scoring touchdowns, especially last week.
But has been automatic on extra points.
Yes, and then hopefully he can get that ball into the end zone so they don't get a chance at any big kick
returns.
Right. Punting, Shade Foster's been doing a great job, huh?
Absolutely, yeah. There has to be such a mental shift for Shade to go from under center. You got a big 3rd down play, maybe you don't convert, and then you got to drop back and use a whole different physical gift set to be able to get a good punt away. And he's done a fantastic job with that, has Shade.
And then our long snapper, boy, Connor McKenna is really growing each and every week.
Absolutely, and he's got to be able to do it both ways. He's snapping to Shade on the punt and then also snapping to put it down for the hold on the Austin Green extra point or field goal.
All right, we will step aside. We're getting closer to kickoff in that Pearl Chamber of Commerce coin toss. Stay with us. The Sky Family Dental pregame show continues right after this.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our our communities? Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
National anthem. Well, and there you have it, the national anthem and that familiar cannon that they have here in Meridian. Hopefully we don't hear that anymore tonight because they only use that when they score. So the cannon hopefully has not scared the professor, Roy Harper, down there too much. Roy joins us down there on the field, and Roy, stay away from the cannon.
Event going on right now. Guys, this is a great night for football, man. It's cooled off. It's just a huge crowd. You know, can't say, no, I'm joking. But it is a great night. It is cool down here. I just wish, we could have more people. But I'm excited and ready to see what's going on. And I know y'all talked earlier about the play of the game being Shoto catching that touchdown last week. And I agree with that, but I also want to put play B of the game is when
straight in front of you.
Jamari went into the three-point stance.
Yeah, hey, and Roy, and you may know this, but you know that happened on that same play.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I say
you're correct.
B.
I'm with you.
Yeah, that's why I say play B, the play of the game, part B, I guess, or maybe part A since that happened first. And I regret that when I interviewed Jamari during the post-game interview that I didn't mention that. I just had so much I wanted to ask him. I forgot to talk to him about that, but I did talk to him in class, or in the hallways actually, and yes, he realized what he was doing. He knew that if he did not take that step and could stop his momentum, that the play could continue. So his football IQ is just tremendous.
Yeah, I could not agree more, Roy. That was such a huge part, and we kind of recapped that on the Coaches Show Tuesday night. That was at the very, very beginning of the clip, and I did not get a chance to ask Coach Hunter about it, but that was definitely a massive piece of making that play a success and really kind of clinching that win last week.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm just so proud of all these guys and the effort that they put forth last week to beat a very good Pedal team and essentially go 1-0 in the year. And the school, everybody was so excited for them. All the teachers, the players, the kids seemed to stay humble. So I was worried about that, like y'all said earlier. Also, could they stay humble and play a good game tonight coming off such a big win going against an 0-4 team? And I think they can. I think they'll they'll keep their heads on straight. I think Coach Hunter has instilled that into them this year.
Well, as we get ready for kickoff, right now the captains are making their way out to the middle of the field. And that is Leo McIntyre for us, number 50, and Malachi Porter, number 5. They sent 2 captains out, but only one gets to go out and meet in the COVID rules.
That's right. We are social distancing all the way to the coin toss for Meridian. I believe the guy who's going to be out there with Big Leo is Xavier Willis, the senior linebacker for this Meridian Wildcat squad.
So we're keeping an eye to see who won the toss. You know, this is one of those years for us that, man, it really doesn't matter. You know, I'm confident in either having the offense out there or the defense. You always kind of like to defer, though, to start that second half. That's what most teams have been doing. So we've got the decision down there, and Meridian has won the toss, and they will receive. So they want the ball.
Interesting.
So Pearl will be kicking it from left to right as they make their way back to run out with their teammates here in a very spacious race day. And this place is so huge that, you know, they have about 1,000 people, maybe 2,000 here total, but it looks like there's nobody here.
Yeah, a stadium, as we said earlier, really historic site in the state of Mississippi for a long time, and we're going to go out on a limb and stay still tonight. The largest high school stadium as far as seating capacity, I believe 14,000 the capacity here, and so you're right, it looks very, very empty. And Greg, as I kind of look at both sides, we are on the visitor side. I'm going to say maybe more folks.
Here come the Pirates when we come back. Kickoff between Pearl and Meridian.
Are you ready?
Meridian, where tonight the Pirates will take on the Meridian Wildcats in a region battle. Pirates come in 1-0. Wildcats 0-1. Greg Flynn, Bryant May, and the Professor Roy Harper here with you as Meridian has won the toss and has elected to receive. And that means Austin Green is going to be setting up for our Georgia Blue kickoff, Bryant.
Austin with a strong enough leg to boot it deep. We'll see if he kicks it deep. Meridian always has athletes. Looks like he's going to take this one on a pooch to kick it off.
So we are underway, and a short kick, fair catch called for and safely made. Let's see where they want to mark that specifically. Should be around the 27-yard line.
And we'll take a look at your Pearl defensive starters as we get this one kicked off tonight. Secondary tonight will be represented by Marcus Mosley, the senior number 3, Jerry Johnson, Landon Moore, and DJ Hudson. Your linebackers, Jaquavian Shoto, the Lightning, Malachi Porter, and Tristan Carpenter, the Thunder, along with Javius Tucker, number 34, and the big men across the front, Nickelberry, Stevens, Jeremy Jackson, and Nyquez Wade, number 42.
Well, never mind. They're going to say it's where he ran with the ball, so they're going to start at the 24. So back a few yards. And that is where Mark Smith will lead his offense out. They go with a tight formation. Smith going to give it on a back pitch. And they broke contain on us there. And this is going to go for a touchdown. Are you kidding me? The first play of the game, and Jonathan Vaughn takes it the distance. And it looked like we had him hemmed up kind of in the backfield, but good night.
Yeah, Greg, it looks like we missed an assignment right there. It's a fake to Daniel Hill, and then Jonathan Vaughn came on the end around, and I'm not sure who had him, if that was Malachi right there in the middle. Malachi, the only guy who put a hand on him, and then it was just really not schooled tackling there by the middle of that Pirates secondary, and 76 yards later in one play, it's 6-0 Wildcats.
Well, good evening.
Yeah.
If you didn't believe they had athletes and that this wasn't your everyday 0-14, you'll believe it now. As they will come on and set up for the extra point. Goodness gracious, didn't even have time to sit the fans down. And the kick is up. Not the prettiest in the world, but it's effective. And just like that, Meridian storms out to a 7-0 lead.
Think of the Pearl Pirates and one word comes to mind: pride. The pride they take in their efforts, the pride our community feels in their achievement. We're all Pirate boosters, and that's especially true at Bank of Yazoo. Proud not only to be a partner in education with Pearl High School, but also to serve the Pearl community with great financial options. So when you're ready to boost your spirits, come feel the pride with the Pirates. And when you're ready to boost your bottom line, come down to Bank of Yazoo. Bank of Yazoo, proud to be your booster for life. Member FDIC.
Well, now it's the Pirates' turn as we'll get the football, as Meridian's time of possession was, well, it took them as long as it did to run the ball.
Yeah, that was effective.
How long was that? Can't see the clock. That's 13 seconds? 13 seconds. Time of possession, and they're up 7-0.
Not bad.
All right, well, now it is time for the Pirates' offense to answer.
Interesting formation to get this one kicked off. C.J. Owens, the Wildcat kicker, and looks like now we'll break things out. And Jerry Johnson, the only man deep for the Pirates, and he's not very deep.
And that's why. A little squibber that is handled at the 41-yard line. So the Pirates are going to have good field position as that is picked up there by number 49, Braxton Kemp.
Take a look at the Pirates starters on offense tonight who hope to put up points and put them up quick. Shade Foster will be the man under center, or probably in the pistol or shotgun. He's the senior leader, number 12 at quarterback. Alex Spires, Jalen Kendrick, Jerry Johnson will be your wideouts. Austin Arant fills in the halfback position. Javion Alexander will be your tight end. Jamari Thompson, the running back, the T-Train. And then across the front, McIntyre, Grantham, Jackson, Spence, and Connor for your center.
We will start out with Jaybird out of the Wild Pirate. Alexander will shift from left to right. Here comes Jaybird on a keeper, looking for some room. He'll turn the corner and get knocked out of bounds at midfield. About a yard shy of a first down.
Interesting that's the way we start. As we said in the pregame, Jaybird the last 2 weeks is 3 for 3 passing for 90 yards and 2 touchdowns. And it looked like the middle of that Wildcat defense kind of took a couple of steps back to respect the pass before they could pursue him on the run. As a result, Jaybird picks up a first down. Or are they going to mark him just a little bit short? I believe that's the debate here.
He's about a yard short. According to the chains on the far side, they just didn't move.
Okay,
the guy holding the down marker stayed down here,
right.
So he had to.
And they also had a flag that had dropped on the field. The umpire picks it up there and waves it off, no flag, and they're still discussing something in the secondary. Shaky start here for the Stripes.
Yes. All right, they still want to talk about it. So the Pirates will be facing a 2nd and 1, presumably.
Roy Harper, do you have any idea what the discussion is all about?
I don't, but they're fixing to move the ball back.
They're going to back it up 10 yards? Back to the original line of scrimmage?
And now they're going to
No, now they're going to mark it forward.
What in the world is going on?
Back 10.
Forward
20.
Is that a 20-yard penalty?
What just happened?
Now it's a...
The penalty was waved off.
Well, I don't know, but we have the ball in Meridian territory now at the 39, so, okay. So first down, Renaissance Bank moves the chains. Shade hands it off to Jamari, right side, big hole, down the sideline, 30, 20, 10, 5. Falls just short at the 2.
I believe this may be coming back.
You're right.
On the field.
There is a penalty marker at the 36-yard line, another one at the 31, and typically that's in the area of holding. And that's what it will be, the first Pirate penalty of the night. And Greg, that one hurts after a 38-yard rumble by Jamari Thompson.
They certainly sealed the corner, Roy, and he got around there. Obviously, we had at least one holding penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like it could have been, but from my angle, it was just hard to tell.
All right, so that'll now make it first down and 17. Foster now with Shoto in the backfield, as they'll give Jamari a breather. He ran a pretty good 40 down the sideline. He'll get a little breather. Fake it to Shoto, looking, throwing it deep.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there we go.
Got tripped up on this side, and Alex Spires went down in a heap, and that will draw laundry.
That one an easy one to call for the back judge. That'll be the first Wildcat penalty of the night on that pass interference, and we'll pick up a free 15.
Oh, no, it had to be there had to be a second Wildcat penalty because they marked off 20 yards.
That's true, but they had waved that one off, so.
They marked 10 back and 24. I don't know. Somebody got penalized something. So it'll be now first down again and 2 from the 31. Now we hand to Shoto. He'll crash over the 30 to the 29, and that is enough for a first down. So Renaissance Bank will move the chains, and didn't get a chance to say it before, but Havard Realty going to get their money's worth tonight from the Zebras as Havard sponsors our flags. So a first and 10 for the Pirates from the 29. Shade going to throw. Quick out. Complete. Makes a move to the 21 as that is Jalen Kendrick.
Really good looking, really good job there by Shea doing the very basics. A good play action fake, brought a couple of the linebackers up and then delivered the ball right on the numbers to Jalen Kendrick, who made an athletic play to break off about 7 yards. Jalen has touchdown catches in back-to-back weeks.
So I'll make it 2nd and 2 now. Jamari in the backfield. Here comes the train. Rev it up, big fella.
And
5, house. Touchdown, Jamari.
And let's give credit across the front there for the Pirates, who opened up a massive hole for Jamari Thompson, Connor Ford, Colby Spence, Hayden Jackson, Reed Grantham, and Leo McIntyre. Jamari Thompson, the beneficiary, 21 yards later. We are an Austin Green extra point away from tying this one up.
All aboard the T-Train for the Raising Cane's touchdown. On the extra point. Ooh, bad snap. Oh, yell fire. Shade's going to run it. Looking, still going to run it. Can't quite get it in. And the point after fails. But the Pirates draw closer. 7-6 your score.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Back at Meridian. Pirates now a point closer. It is 7-6 after the missed PAT. Austin Green. Pooch kicked it the first time, our Georgia Blue kickoff. Looks like he's setting up to do that again to prevent any kind of big return. Austin will pop it up in the air.
That one's dangerous. That one's dangerous.
Oh, we should have jumped on that, but it went out of bounds, and they're good at the ball. Almost where the ball went out of bounds at 35. We could have caught that.
I was about to say, Jaquavian Shoto was right there to grab that one. Roy Harper, I don't know how close you were to that kickoff, but did it not look like Jaquavian could have caught it?
Oh, I think he could have. I was right here at it, and just kind of caught him by surprise. But, yeah, I think if he'd seen it, he could have caught it and trotted into the end zone.
But a Havard Realty penalty. Let's see what they want to do with that.
They're going to mark that ball at the 37. Okay. So a penalty will put it. Well, they got a 2-yard penalty.
Yeah, not bad. We'll take that, and I think that's probably what Justin Hunter's seeing there, and that's why it's worth the pooch kick. And I don't imagine we're going to go away from that. Now let's see if the defense can tighten up. Got us caught on a misdirection play there on that first play from scrimmage. Need to see if we can follow what kind of looks like a little wishbone offense here almost to start.
There's a handoff going up the gut. This time the Pirates are there. And Charles Stevens on the bottom of that pile making a big stop.
That time the ball carrier for Meridian, number 6, Burton, who was stuffed for just a couple-yard game. Kixavius Burton.
Yes, I knew you were scared of that name.
There's a couple of names on the roster tonight I'm going to let you handle.
There's a reason why you just said Burton. 2nd down and 8. Then a Havard Realty penalty will go against the Pirates for crossing the neutral zone.
Yeah, I believe big meatball right there in the middle. They got him on the hard count, and he leaned across. And if you're Justin Hunter, you cannot see many more of these yellow flags tonight. Last week we had 8, had double-digit penalties on the road at Warren Central the week before. I'd love to see the laundry be kept in the referee's pocket tonight.
So 2nd down and 3 now. A lot of time. Little throw kind of floats out into the flat. That ball's going to be caught for a 1st down into Pirate territory at the 46-yard line.
Fernando Arterberry, I think I got that one right, sophomore running back out there out in the flat before he was tackled by Landon Moore.
Atterberry, I think.
Atterberry, close enough. How about that?
I'm with you.
That's a good-looking pass from Mark Smith, the junior quarterback. Not a big guy, but effective enough to get it out in the flat. Pirates playing a little zone coverage, and there's a lot of room for Atterberry.
1st and 10 from the 46. And that time, Pirates read that all the way. There's Tristan Carpenter, Charles Stevens.
And Jeremy Jackson also in there to help make that tackle to set up 2nd and long. Greg, I believe every offensive play tonight for Meridian has started with the man in motion kind of coming across the back of the quarterback, and they've given it to him one time, but most of the time it's kind of like a little eye candy just to throw off the linebackers there on the 2nd level of the defense. But it's been effective enough that so far, good little bit of momentum for this Meridian offense.
Well, 2nd down and 9. Up the middle again, this time room, and into the 2nd level.
We have a flag.
Thankfully, there's laundry on the field.
This one will be coming back.
And, yeah, I believe we're going to have a hold right there in the middle of the offensive line as the referees are discussing it right now.
So they prematurely fired their cannon as it is coming back because of a holding call.
And we'll take the penalty, Greg, but tackling has not been our forte so far through half a quarter.
Well, that's only because we were held.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll give you a point on that one.
If he wasn't held, we would have made that tackle. So that'll move it back into Meridian territory to their 46. And it'll bring up a 2nd down, and it looks to be just about 20.
Yeah, I believe Tristan Carpenter. We got our River Trust replay up now. Can't tell if that was Tristan or there's another guy right on the other side of him. May have been Malachi who got held.
Now they'll run it left side. Hit and dropped.
Yeah, much better job that time. Landon Moore had a couple of huge hits last week in the Petal Panther game. Comes up from his safety spot there, and the senior makes a big hit to set up our first pro pool. 3rd down.
As does Nickelberry. Good job there by number 26. As it will be a Pearl Pool 3rd down and 3. Pearl with the forefront. They will fake the blitz. Smith will throw it out. Incomplete. But at midfield, we'll see what Meridian decides to do as it is.
Yeah, great coverage that time by Jacovian Shoto out in the flat. And that was against number 7, Fernando Atterberry again. And Shoto, great timing there closing in on that ball and hitting Atterbury just at the last moment. Ball falls to the turf, and for the first time tonight, we'll see if Meridian can punt.
Facing a 4th and 13. Jay Bird's going to drop back to around his 15.
And that's your punter for Meridian. I'm going to let you handle that one.
Kalik Morrissey, and we just ran into him, and here comes a flag again.
Yeah, it was a high snap that looked like there was no chance it was going to get away, but I believe we are. We're going to get a personal foul run into the kicker. And that one's going to be, roughing the kicker. And that one costly as I'll see of the night. And watch us here on the River Trust replay. Not a good snap at all. I mean, he floated it to him, barely able to pull it down, and I believe that was Jaquavian who was really going for the block and just ran smack into the punter.
You know, if Shoto,
and they're going to get a free first down.
If Shoto lays out for that, he probably blocks it, but he just kind of crashed into the punter.
I believe he thought he could have taken it off his foot for a touchdown, but that one's going to be costly as it'll move the ball all the way inside the Pirate 35-yard line, and the Wildcats have a breath of fresh air.
So a Havard Realty penalty will drop them in some prime Pirate real estate at the 34. Smith inside handoff. And moving the pile, still driving that pile. They're going to blow the whistles, and that'll be at the, looks like the Pirate 28.
Good-looking offensive line for Meridian. A great pursuit that time by the Pirate defensive front. Charles Stevens in there along with Malachi Porter and Landon Moore. And then it took a whole host of us.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 4. Short 4, long 3. There's a little pitch. And that's going to be very close to a first down. That's by that guy, Daniel Hill, number 18, we were telling you about in the pregame.
And again, folks, that guy only a freshman. Yes, 9th grade. He just started high school. That is a good-looking athlete, a coach's son. And that time a big, hard run as he collided with a senior leader in Malachi Porter. But he got just enough for the first down. The Wildcats continue to move.
Just the one lone wideout. Hand it off inside. Pirates there this time. They are ready as there's Stevens and Carpenter teaming up for a nice stop. Gain of just a yard.
Yeah, they're running that little fullback dive here on this almost wishbone type offense for Jonathan Douglas's squad, and Pearl read that one all the way. A couple of the big runs earlier, it was the holding call a couple of plays back, but that time a big stuff by the Pirate front.
2nd down and 9. Smith looking to throw. He will throw deep here to the left side. And that ball was caught. Good coverage, but it is a touchdown.
Touchdown pass caught by Fernando Atterbury, but that time in coverage for the Pirates was number 25, Justice Moore. And I tell you, Justice couldn't have covered it really any better. Look at it here on the River Trust replay. He pulled it right off of the back of Justice's helmet, and that was a pretty incredible catch as there's a little mishap here on the extra point.
And that is no good. So we miss one, they miss one. And so that makes it just a 7-point game with 4:22 left to play in the first quarter. It is Meridian 13, Pearl 6.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
So the Pirates getting set for the kick return. Now finding themselves trailing by 6 instead of 1. Meridian's led throughout. Scored first. Scored most recently. Almost looks like our Pirates need to get warmed up. You know, chilly night tonight. Hopefully can get refocused here quickly.
Last time this one didn't go more than 15 yards. We'll see if this Wildcat kicker who towed the ball his first time around.
There's another hopper. And that's going to be taken. Running it up the far side.
It was Cody Arms, the up man there, who caught that one and decided he wouldn't just fall on it, but he's going to take off and run. And again, this is an 0-4 Wildcat squad, as you see the replay there of the kickoff. But an 0-4 Meridian Wildcat squad, but they have played a gauntlet of a schedule through the first month, perhaps the most difficult schedule in the state of Mississippi, with their losses coming against number 1 Starkville, South Panola, who's trying to become the University of South Panola again, and Picayune, along with Northwest Rankin last week, a top tender in the Region 3 6A. So this is a team that cannot be overlooked. The Pirates finding that out here in the first quarter.
1st and 10, hand that ball to Jamari. Stays on his feet, great balance. He's going to be able to turn the corner to the 50 and then will coast out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So the tree train getting rolling a little bit.
Yeah, you called it, Greg. We'll play fake to Shoto, who is coming in motion, and watch Jamari's balance here. That's a 240-pound running back who it looked like he was tipping over to the right, but stays on his feet, breaks off a big one. Pirates now rolling in Wildcat territory.
So Renaissance Bank will move the chains to the 46. Shade looking to throw. He'll throw out to the left. He'll complete that ball to Arms. And Arms is inside the 40 to the 39.
The sure hands of number 18, Cody Arms. Good-looking ball from Shade Foster, throwing in a little bit of traffic, feeling a little bit of pressure in his face. And Cody with a big 7-yard catch. Like the way this drive has started.
So now we've got a 2nd and 3. Three wide receivers here to the near side. Shade going to pump fake throw. Out into the flat. This time too high for Cody. And that falls incomplete.
Yeah, Shade was filling the pocket, closing in on him that time, and really kind of forced that one as an off-balance throw out to Cody in the flat, just a little bit high. And we're going to bring in some meat here on 3rd and short. You have to imagine this one's going to go into the arms of Jamari Thompson to try to pick up the needed 3 yards, perhaps maybe even in a spot on the field where you'll go 2 more downs.
Double tight end set. There goes Jamari, left side. Falls. Looks like he's going to fall right at the first down marker. And let's see. Yep, that'll be enough. Renaissance Bank will move the chains.
Great job that time by the pulling Reed Grantham, only a sophomore, pulls around from his guard position and helps open up the hole for Jamari Thompson to pick up just enough.
Pirates going quick. Jaybird in motion. Hand it off to Jamari, left side. Nothing there that time. He'll fall forward for a minimal gain.
That play kind of looked thrown off from the start, almost like there was some miscommunication on the handoff between Shade and Jamari. And Jamari really never got his feet going in the right direction. Tried to bounce it to the outside, but Javion Alexander was out there trying to block 2 Wildcats, could not do it. And that one held to a minimal gain as Austin Arendt checks in along with Alex Spires.
So 2nd down and 9. Shade going to throw out to Jaybird and try and make that first man miss. We've got a penalty marker and a 2nd marker and a 3rd. So laundry everywhere.
And it certainly looks like, Greg, there was only 2 guys there. It was Jaybird and it was the defender. Roy, what did you see?
I think they may end up calling a face mask.
But the other penalty is on the far side.
Yeah, you're right. There's another one over there, Greg.
At the 31 that came down first. Which is odd because that's the play went in the other direction.
Roy, did it look like the defender grabbed Jerry's face mask?
Yes, it looked like he kind of pushed his helmet up on his face mask. I was kind of blocked by a couple of players.
Well, whatever it is, they were both against Meridian. And the Pirates are going to have a Havard Realty moving on up in the world.
Yeah, I see a great shot here on the River Trust replay. Look at that shot by our crew. Great job. And that time it was number 5 for Meridian, who grabbed a handful of Jerry Johnson's face mask. You can't do that. Will benefit from the free 15.
So a first down from the 17-yard line of the Cats. Shade little flip pass to Jaybird, looking for some room. Squirts through. Works his way down towards the 5-yard line. Looks like they'll put him out right at the 6.
Yeah, we'll see the River Trust replay here, but Roy Harper, you were right on top of that. How beautiful is it to watch the athleticism of Jerry Johnson?
Oh, it's amazing to see what this kid can do. I can't wait to see him at the next level.
So now first and goal from the Meridian 6. And goes Jalen Kendrick across. There goes the train. Puts his head down.
Keep going.
Drives. They're going to mark him just short at the half-yard line. So we'll just delay the play.
You have to believe you're going to see number 1 get it again and plunge it in for the final yard. He was fighting so hard. Looked like he had a Wildcat hanging onto his ankle there at the bottom of that pile, and he falls just half a yard short.
Second and goal, we're going to get a flag and offside. So, hey, you know what? When you're down that close, Meridian has nothing to lose. They're going to penalize you about 3 inches. So that ball is just about touching the goal line. You could probably put an index card between the nose and the goal line. Well, let's see which side Jamari's going to pick. Arg, the train pulls into the station.
Looks like he wanted to go left behind Austin Arant, and Meridian got a little bit of penetration there, and so watch him just kind of, well, just fall right here in the middle. Only got to go a half an inch, and Jamari with his second touchdown of the night. Good for Jamari. Came in leading the team in rushes, over 100 carries this year with only 1 touchdown, and he's got 2 already on the board here in the first quarter.
Well, Raising Canes will raise the roof with that score. Austin Green on for the extra point. This time the ball is up, and it is good. And with that, the Pirates have tied the score, 13-13, with 47 seconds left in the first.
WPBP and PMB TV would like to thank our latest sponsor, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is located at 403 Riverwind Drive. With over 32 different types of donuts, they can take care of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can now choose from their menu of sandwiches, wraps, and muffins. And don't forget the drinks. Along with coffee, espressos, and lattes for your morning drive, they also have soft drinks, cold brew coffees, and smoothies. The Pearl Pirates run on Dunkin' Donuts.
Boy, you need a hot coffee on a night like this. A little Dunkin' pumpkin spice would taste awfully good. As we come back, the Pirates ready to kick off with the Georgia Blue kick. Austin Green setting it up, and we'll see another little poocher, it looks like.
And Greg over here on this near side, again, we've got Jaquavian Shoto along with Andrew Arant. I wonder if they're going to run down there and try to see if they can pull this one out of the air.
Now this time Meridian looks interested. Oh, but fumbles the ball. Now, if you notice, that whistle came early before he even secured it.
It sure did, and they still threw a penalty flag. That's not a penalty flag if the...
Well, I don't know what they threw.
The receiving teams, yeah, and Coach T-Rob's right there behind the referee saying, what are you doing, man? That was number 16, Quindarius Jones, clearly had it hit him in the hands and could not hold on to it, went out of bounds. You got to pick that flag up, and I think that is what they will do.
Yeah, the ref came running in and saying, no, he touched that ball. And the ref said, my bad, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, Roy, I'm going to need you to keep him straight down there. We've been a little wishy-washy in the first quarter.
I'll do my best.
All right, so a 1st and 10 now for Meridian at their own 34. Coming to the end here of the first quarter. Deadlocked at 13.
hasn't been cleaned by either team or the officials tonight. So we need to tighten this thing up all the way around. Smith, he's going to keep it himself. Pirates pursue, stringing it out.
Yep, fumble, it's
Ball
out.
Comes out, it's a strip, and that will be...
We have it.
Yep, Jaquavian Shoto with the strip, Tristan Carpenter with the recovery, and the first turnover of the night goes to the Navy and Gold.
A Sky Family Dental turnover. Ripped that out like a bad cavity.
And Greg, that was textbook defense as they held him up, and watch Shoto. If everybody else makes contact, you go for the strip. Jaquavian did exactly that. Second, third time's a charm. And Tristan Carpenter down there at the bottom of the pile falls on it. Pirates got it at the Wildcat 40-yard line.
So with 36 seconds to play before we switch ends of the field, the Pirates will take over. Meridian not covering everybody here on the near side as we're going to get a timeout.
Nope, we got a false start penalty against the Pirates. He came in, I'm with you, Greg. It looked like it was going to be a timeout. And the Pirates now with 5 penalties on the night. Meridian with 4. As you said, this has been a sloppily played game.
And now another flag comes down, this one by the referee.
He's going to get a sideline warning.
They're trying to calm Meridian down, keep them back. All right. So there's your warning. Next time, that's like Dad saying, hey, next time I'm bringing the belt. So they just get a wink and a nod. Shade's going to throw it. Rolls out. Looking. Now he'll just throw it away. And took a beating there at the end.
Yeah, that was a great heads-up play by Shade. Good job by Jamari here after the play-action fake. Watch him pick up the blitz. Boom, just to try to buy Shade a little bit of time. And as he runs here to the near side, it was pretty good coverage by the Wildcat secondary. Cody Arms, Jerry Johnson both covered. And Shade just wisely tosses it out of bounds and saves what will still be a 2nd and 15 after the 5-yard penalty.
Here comes Jay Bird. Flip it to him. Cuts it back to the middle. Nothing doing that time. And we're going to lose yardage back to the 49-yard line. And that might be the end of the first quarter. 15 seconds and counting.
Yeah, Meridian read that one the entire way. And 14, Jeremy Evans, along with 17, DeMarcus Loper, were waiting on Jay Bird when he caught that one. And even with, as elusive as Jay Bird is, he couldn't outdo the grasp of those guys. And that will bring the first quarter to an end.
Pirates get a chance to think about this 3rd and 20 they're facing. We are tied at 13 from Meridian.
Hey Pearl Pirates, this is your staff at Elite Physical Therapy. We are now open next to Hines Community College off of Highway 80. So whether you get hurt on or off the field, we are here to help. We accept most insurances and offer convenient scheduling. With hours from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., we are sure to find a time that fits for you.
So if pain has you down, don't worry. Come see us at Elite Physical Therapy.
Go Pirates!
Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day in Georgia blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here, it's Georgia blue.
So we're back, ready to start the second quarter. Pirates and Cats tied at 13. Greg Flynn, Bryant May, and the Professor Roy Harper with you.
Quick look at some scores happening around the state tonight. Other Region 3 6A games. Brandon leads George County on the road 10-7. Oak Grove leads Petal 7-6. Number 1 Starkville is at Germantown tonight. They lead 14-0. And Clinton has a 1-point lead, 7-6 over South Panola.
So 3rd down and 20 from the Meridian 49. And how about another flag? Well, I could see this little fella here, number 22 for Meridian, was lined up in the neutral zone. So that Havard Realty will move us up a little closer, make it 3rd and 15. Look at him.
Yeah, he was basically lined up in Jay Bird's spot. We'll take a free 5, still going to be 3rd and long.
So 3rd and 15 now from the 44. Delayed snap. Shade throws over the middle. Tipped and nearly picked. Very fortunate that that falls to the turf as that ball was knocked up.
Yep, great job by the defensive front there from Meridian coming up and just getting a hand there. I believe that was the linebacker in the middle of that defense.
23.
Number 23 for Meridian. That's Elijah Brown, and knocks that one away, and will be forced to have a Shade Foster punt.
Shade gets the kick away. High kick. Let's see if it'll back up. And great coverage by the Pirates. Will down that at the 2.
Perhaps the best-looking Shade Foster punt of the year as far as placement goes. You can't do it any better than that right there. We talked about the flip from moving from quarterback to dropping back and using a different skill set to drop it down. And good job by the Pirates special teams. Connor McHenry down there, along with number 21, Austin Knight. And good job by McHenry not only getting the snap off, but also being the first man down there to knock it down. And the Wildcats going to have 98 yards of turf in front of him.
That ball hit sideways, just perfectly done. So Meridian will set up in the shadow of its goal line. Quick throw, complete. Made a couple of men miss, and now he's kind of in open field, crossing the 30 to the 31.
Yep, and that was number 18, that freshman, Daniel Hill. And had it not been for DJ Hudson, he would have just run 98 yards against this Pirate defense. As it is, he takes it 29 yards and a huge chunk to help this Wildcat squad feel much better with a little bit of breathing room.
So now a first down. 3 wide receivers there to the top of your screen. Smith hands it off. Pirates are there and will be dragged down by Jeremy Jackson. Malachi Porter, who stands there holding the football.
Not sure how he pulled that one out, but good job by Jeremy Jackson. We'll take a look at some stats through the first quarter. And this 0-4 Wildcat squad putting up some stats. They've got 100 yards rushing, add on about 29 to that a while ago. 100 yards on the ground for Meridian, 36 through the air, 136 total yards of offense for the Pirates. 66 on the ground, 24 through the air, 90 yards of offense so far for the Navy and Gold. We're tied at 13 with 10:44 remaining in the second.
So we will get a timeout here by Meridian. Now, what was Jamari's rushing yards?
Jamari so far through the first quarter, let's see here. He's got Jamari with 6 carries, 44 yards, and 2 touchdowns, averaging just about 7 yards a kick. So he is well on his way to his 5th 100-yard performance of this 2020-21 season. And Shade Foster so far through the air, 4 of 6 for 24 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. In the receiving category, Jay Johnson has 2 catches, Kendrick with 1, and Cody Arms with 1 as well.
Well, it's been an entertaining game, if nothing else. We've had a lot of interaction with the officials, and Havard Realty getting their money's worth tonight. So 2nd down and 9 for the Cats. Smith will hand it off. Oh, and look at there. How about that for Jeremy the Meatball Jackson?
Back-to-back plays by 99, and that's what you need, big-time players to make big-time plays in big moments. And tied on the road here in region, you got a big-time moment, and good job by 99 just bowling his way through there. And again, throws down the running back for Meridian, and they're going to be faced with what will be a 3rd and 10. If you're Pearl, you'd love to have a stop here. Not a real strong special teams game by the Wildcats, and maybe get great field position out of this one to try to have a chance to take the lead here in a 13-all ball game.
A loss of a yard, and now we're going to get a 2nd timeout by Meridian. We'll step aside. Take it with them.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, vo-tech, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
So with the full moon glaring down, it is 3rd and 10. Smith back to pass. He's pressured. Will step up in the pocket. And tripped up, keeps his feet, but now he's going to go down at the 36. And a late flag is going to come in.
Surely not another face mask penalty. Roy Harper, I don't know if you could see that there, but looks like we grabbed him once again.
So, another Havard Realty penalty, this time at the worst possible time, as the Pirate defense had held, but they grabbed the face mask, and that will be a first down at the 42.
Half a dozen already for the Pirates, just starting here the second quarter. I'm not sure who was the guilty party that time. Was ready to give credit again and still will to Jeremy Jackson, who for the 3rd play in a row has made his way into the backfield. He's the one who forced Mark Smith to pull down the pass and take off on the run. But that face mask penalty kind of shoots ourselves in the foot, gives them a free first down, and the Pirate D going to be forced to stiffen up again.
Smith loses control of the snap. He's going to be tackled in the backfield for a nice loss, as there's 99 there to put him down.
Jeremy Jackson is having a defensive series right here, and complimented by the drop snap, kind of a low snap, I believe it was, from the Meridian center. Mark Smith put it on the turf, and thank goodness for the Wildcats, they were able to pick it back up because Jeremy Jackson was right on top of it and would have loved to pick that one up and run it into the end zone.
So that'll bring up a 2nd down and 19 for the Cats. Not a quick strike offense. Chance for the Pirates to limit some yardage on this play. Smith looking to throw. Look for a screen. Now they're in on him and going down as Malachi Porter brings the thunder.
And Jeremy Jackson is just wearing out his guy. He was again for the 4th or 5th play in a row, the first guy in the backfield. And I think Jeremy would acknowledge Malachi's got a little speed on him. Malachi comes in and compliments him. And Malachi is the guy who gets his hands on Mark Smith and pulls him down for a huge loss. And I'm going to go 3rd and Pearl on this one.
No, this is definitely Tuscaloosa. 3rd and Tuscaloosa. We're crossing state lines on this one. They have to cross midfield to get a first down. And they're at the 20, so it is a 3rd and 32. Quick throw out to the left. Pirates do a good job getting him down.
That was Marcus Mosley. How about that? And he did. He literally took a ride, but Marcus Mosley, great job there. He was in coverage on another wideout, and the wideout was trying to throw a block on him. Marcus broke off of the block, jumped on the back of Daniel Hill, number 18 for Meridian, and that will force another Wildcat punt.
They didn't even charge Marcus for that ride. Ooh, he went for a good bit of fun. Punt is away. Not very good. Coming over here to the near side. Spinning. Going end over end. And Jay Bird's just going to back it on up. Takes a good Meridian roll. It's going to wind up better than it looked. They're going to mark that down at the 24. So effective.
Yeah, 50 yards after the roll on that Wildcat punt. And you don't want to risk dropping the ball, but Wildcat's going to benefit from a really nice roll, and Shade in the offense going to have 76 yards, I believe, of turf in front of him, along with 7:02 left on the clock.
So 4 wide receivers, they're stacked to either side. There goes Jaybird. Give it to Jamari. And Jamari just stiff arms his way. Looks like he's going to make it out to the 28-yard line. He is just so strong.
So strong, along with patience. Good job there by Reed Grantham, pulling in the hole to help throw a block. Jalen Kendrick, the wide out. And then Jamari Thompson just doing work on the defender.
Quick throw out to Jaybird. He turns the corner. Got a good block over there on the far side. And we're going to get, I think they're going to get a downfield holding call on Spires.
Good gracious.
We had a good block by Cody, but I think they're going to get Alex downfield.
I believe you're exactly right. Again, the 7th penalty, 2nd holding penalty, but 7th penalty of the night through only a quarter and a half of football. And that referee was looking way down the field to catch what will be an Alex Spires hold.
Well, let's see where they're going to spot this because, it's
from the spot of the foul, should be.
And that was well away from the play, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, Alex was a good 7-8 yards down the field from where Jaybird was.
It's going to go from the 36 back to the 25, 26. So to the 26. So instead of a first down, we'll have a 2nd down and 8 on the Havard Realty penalty. For all your real estate needs, contact Havard. Back and forth we go with the penalties. Shade looking to throw. He's flushed. And now they've flushed him down. He's going to be sacked back at the 21. So both these offenses all of a sudden struggling.
Yeah, that time Xavier Willis was the Wildcat who got in there and got his hands on Shade, and Shade was trying to step up in the pocket as he felt the pressure collapsing around him. He had Jerry Johnson and Jalen Kendrick at the bottom of your screen with single coverage, and I think Shade saw it. He just didn't have enough time to get it to him.
So 3rd down and 14. Shade's pressured again. Shade's going down again. And they're going to drop him back at the 10.
That time it was number 2, Antoine Silman. And Shade, I think, thought he could outrun him to the outside, but Silman showed his speed there from that defensive end spot. And the Pirates went about as far backward as Meridian did on their offensive drive, and Shade's going to be punting out of his own end zone.
So it's 4th down and Airport Road to go back in Pearl. So hopefully Shade can boot this thing out of there. Good snap. Good kick. It will bounce, check up just a little bit. Didn't get a very good roll out of it. Looks like it's going to stop at the 45, but the Cats are going to start in Pirate territory.
35-yard kick by Shade that time, unable to get a whole lot of hang time on it. A little bit of a favorable roll there at the end to not go backwards. And Greg, after the offenses went back-to-back scoring, both offenses have sputtered the last few series, and now the Pirates going to be forced to come up with another big stop here, all knotted at 13, 4:55 remaining on the clock before halftime here in the 2nd Region 3 6A game for the Pirates, trying to pick up a big win here on the road tonight at Race Stadium in Meridian.
Well, let's just see if the defense can turn it up a notch. There's a little end around. They're going to get into the 2nd level. It's going to be a 9-yard pickup on 1st down. They went backside on us.
Yeah, Jonathan Vaughn kind of lined up in that halfback spot right behind the tight end, and he came around on the end around, and I'm going to call, I don't know this officially, but I'm going to make the executive call. That's the fastest guy on this Meridian squad that I've seen so far. Vaughn, the guy who went 76 yards to the house on the very first play from scrimmage for Meridian. That time showed his speed again to the outside before the Pirates secondary able to bring him down.
2nd and 1. Hand off on the right side. That'll pick up the 1st down inside the 35. They're going to mark that ball at the 32.
That time Burton lined up sort of as the tailback right on the backside of Mark Smith. He didn't have to go far to take the handoff, didn't have to go far to get the first down, and he gets just enough.
Nickelberry was there for the stop. Little pitch pass. Wide open on the left side, and there's nobody there. And that's going to be that Vaughn guy again into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and you're going to see it right here. He's the man in motion. That counts as a pass, too. That's a flip pass. Not far, but effective. And, Greg, there was no one to the outside. I'm going to say that you or I might could have taken that one around the end. And Meridian has stretched this one out to a 19-13 lead with 3:31 remaining.
So the kicking duties have been creative for
Interesting.
Meridian. Straight on kicker. This one's up, and that one, again, doesn't matter how, just how many. It goes through, and Meridian now takes a 7-point lead. Now in front 20-13 with 3.5 to play before halftime.
When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
Now it'll be the Pirates' turn. You know, it just kind of seems that they're playing off of each other. When the Meridian offense is doing poorly, Pirate offense doing poorly. When Meridian does well, we do well. So now it's our turn to do well. So
definitely going to need some points there after the Pirate offense went backwards, gave Meridian great field position starting at the Pirate 45-yard line. It didn't take but about 3 or 4 plays before Jonathan Vaughn broke off a 33-yard flip pass to the house, and Pirates have found themselves in a cat fight here on the road at Meridian.
Oh, the Georgia Blue kickoff. This one looks like they may actually try and kick it deep. And that sort of is.
Somebody's going to have to get it.
Bounce to the 15. That's picked up by Jay Bird. And, Jay Bird spins out of it somehow. Hits the far side, and he may go.
Unbelievable. Throw a block. He's gone.
Blocks past him.
Well, we got laundry on the field, Greg. There's a flag back on the 9-yard line, and I believe Jaquavian is down there again, and he's pounding his helmet or waving it back at least. But what did we just see from Jerry Johnson? Good gracious.
That was heart attack waiting to happen. It's going to be a shame that this was all for naught.
And probably in the area of a block in the back. Have not seen the official signal yet. But this will definitely go on record as the most costly penalty of the first half. And there have been plenty of them. Count them up to 8. We're going to see it right here. Jamari, that's a clean block. Right here, whenever a guy reverses field, it becomes really difficult. And
well, that looked like it was in the front.
Yeah, it's going to be that hit right there. I can't get a number on it, but yep, I'm not going to speculate who that number is. It was double digits, but he hit him from the side, and it was just enough to make the official drop the flag, and it will be personal foul, crackback block, illegal crackback block, and that one hurts, Greg.
So that's going to work out to be we're going to get it on the 7-yard line, a 93-yard penalty. There's a handoff to Shoto, looks like. Was that Shoto?
Yes, it was Jaquavian on that.
Shoto will cross the 10. Looks like he'll get out to the 12.
Still plenty of time, 2:50 remaining. And Pirates, I believe, have all their timeouts.
Try it again. This time, breaking free into the second level. Look at it. It's impossible to bring the little fella down. Oh, and the ball came out. But another flag.
Yeah,
and I think they're going to have another face mask. So hold it.
Yeah, I believe you called it, Greg Flynn, as Jaquavian would not go down, and they were sending in extra reinforcements to try to get him down. I think somebody may have grabbed the face mask. We'll see if we can benefit from a free 15-yard penalty.
We do. Now, I am a big fan of Penny Pitts and Havard Realty. I love those kind of penalties.
Look at Jaquavian.
Because it saved us.
Yeah, one
right
Wildcat,
there.
2, 3, 4 before they grab the face mask.
And down he goes, and that's probably what made him fumble. That penalty flag came out, so we'll take that first down. That play will gain us about a half a yard. Well, they'll give us a full yard on that, so second down now. Jamari spins his way. Pirates going to have to get a big chunk of yardage here at some point as we approach the end of the second quarter. Shade with a hard count. Now he'll check with the sideline to get his play. Jay Bird, the only receiver, top of your screen. Fake it, looking, throwing. One-on-one with Jay Bird, and too far, 2 yards too far. And that will bring up a Pearl Pool third down.
Yeah, that was single coverage across the top with Jay Bird, and a pretty good-looking ball from Shade Foster. As not bad coverage by the Pirates secondary. Jerry had him probably beat by about half a step, but the ball was a yard or two in front. And we've got ourselves a 3rd and long facing us. Jay Bird will have to check out after that long pass. And with 1:45 remaining, Greg, we'd love to pick up a first down here to try to see if we could at least tie this thing to head into halftime. Alex Spires is confused.
And we're going to have to burn a timeout here. Everybody wants to be on the same page on a critical third down, so they'll talk about it and we'll step aside.
So you've injured your shoulder or your knee? And of course you want the best care and the best doctor available. The doctor on the left treats shoulders and knees and ankles and hands, while the Mississippi sports medicine doctor on the right specializes in one body area and one area only, treating thousands of patients a year. Trust your medical care to one of our true specialists. Mississippi Sports Medicine. We specialize for you.
So the Pirates facing a critical 3rd down and 8. We're going to go 5 wide by splitting Jamari out of the backfield. He's your receiver at the bottom of your screen. Shade back to pass. He'll throw quick over the middle and too high and behind. Shoto.
Yeah, kind of looked like Shade rushed that one just a little bit as Shoto ran a little quick slant route. Only needed 8. Shoto knew it. Jonathan Worrell called it that way. Shade just got a little bit antsy and sailed that one behind Jaquavian. And now we're going to need a good punt to pin Meridian back and hopefully keep them off the scoreboard here in the final 1:41 remaining before half.
Pirates will get the ball to start the third quarter. Good snap. Kick is away. This one will be taken in at the 35, returnable for the first time tonight, but only good for 5 yards. As that will get out to the 40, and that is it.
30-yard kick by Shade, returned by number 7, Fernando Atterbury for Meridian, and in on the tackle for the Pirates, Marcus Thompson, the sophomore on special teams. Don't get to call his name a lot, but give Marcus a nod. Good-looking tackle there after a 4-yard return. 1:31 remaining, and Greg, I don't know that this has been the first half that Justin Hunter would have drawn up, as we've learned a lot about the athleticism of this Meridian Wildcat squad, and we've not played the cleanest of halves, maybe not had the full benefit of the officials, but 8 penalty flags on the ground, including one that negated a 93-yard Jerry Johnson kickoff return.
The Cats will start at their own 39, hand it off, looking up the middle. Tristan Carpenter in with a good stop. You know, I always think that if you add up the hanky yardage The referees have almost as many total yards as the teams, if you really want to think about it.
I would not argue you at all. They might exceed both of these offenses. Again, if you're just tuning in, Meridian took the very first play from scrimmage and went 76 yards to the house, made it 7-0. The Pirates quickly responded. Meridian responded again. Pirates responded again, and we just stayed knotted at 13 for quite some time.
Here on second down, Smith pressured, gets pushed to the ground, throws it up. That ball nearly intercepted along the far sideline. Shoto and Moore there to break it up.
Yeah, I thought Jaquavian was going to come down with an interception there. Then Landon comes over at the last second. Looked like he may have even had time. And that was Jonathan Vaughn, the wide receiver, who already has 2 touchdowns. The last one and the first one for Meridian. But thank goodness that one falls harmlessly to the turf. So as I was mentioning a second ago, stayed knotted at 13 for quite some time before Meridian, just a few minutes ago, pushed ahead to a 20-13 lead.
So a 3rd down and 7. There's a little quick pitch. Pirates are there. Got to get him down. He's going to be a lot closer to that first down than he should have been, but it will bring up 4th down.
I believe we're going to get a timeout by, is it going to be Meridian? Yeah.
So it'll be a 4th down and 1 when we come back.
When Pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshot's Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshot's proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com. Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
Will have the first down at midfield, and they'll stop the clock momentarily, as I believe Meridian is out of timeouts. I believe they've burned them all.
Pirates played that one about as well as they could. We're up here close enough to hear the defensive coaching staff, and they called that play from the get-go. But Meridian loaded up the right side. Daniel Hill ran behind them, and he only needed half a yard, and he got exactly that.
They're burning a lot of clock here, under 15 seconds left. Meridian cannot stop it, so they went for it on 4th down, and now Jeremy Jackson's going to make sure they get nothing before the break.
Little meatball sandwich to take you into halftime, and Mark Smith, if you're the quarterback for Meridian, you're saying, Coach, why did we have to do that? But the Wildcats going to walk into the locker room, Greg Flynn, with a 20-13 lead.
Well, it was about as sloppy as you could have gotten played by both teams here, but the good news is we are right in it, only trailing by 7. We get the second half kickoff, just like last week. Maybe looked a little lackluster at halftime, but old Coach Hunter went in and read them the riot act. They came out and really jumped on it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Looks very, very similar to last week against the Petal Panthers, where we trailed 24-14 at home. And really Justin's message that he could give us, how about that he gave to Roy Harper, was that he just told the squad, hey, guys, we're better than that. We're better than that first half of football that we played. And he even told them we're better than the team on the other side. And I believe all of that ranged true tonight. 8 penalties so far through the first half. A couple of blown coverages that have given up touchdowns. A couple of offensive plays that have been negated by penalties. And I believe we're better than the squad on the other side, even though we trail by 7 on the scoreboard. We'll get the ball to start the second half as we get ready to take it to break and set you up for the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. We'll bring you some scores happening from in our region and around the state tonight, along with some stats from the first half. Keep it right here on P&B Sports and the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Think of the Pearl Pirates and one word comes to mind: pride. The pride they take in their efforts, the pride our community feels in their achievement. We're all Pirate boosters, and that's especially true at Bank of Yazoo. Proud not only to be a partner in education with Pearl High School, but also to serve the Pearl community with great financial options. So when you're ready to boost your spirits, come feel the pride with the Pirates. And when you're ready to boost your bottom line, come down to Bank of Yazoo. Bank of Yazoo, proud to be your booster for life. Member FDIC.
By PMB Sports.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
The A in Chick-fil-A means a loving, caring team. We're all very supportive of each other. It goes beyond being a team. It's like a family, you know? I definitely can't imagine working anywhere but Chick-fil-A ever, especially right now.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
WPBP and PMB TV would like to thank our latest sponsor, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is located at 403 Riverwind Drive. With over 32 different types of donuts, they can take care of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can now choose from their menu of sandwiches, wraps, and muffins. And don't forget the drinks. Along with coffee, espressos, and lattes for your morning drive, they also have soft drinks, cold brew coffees, and smoothies. The Pearl Pirates run on Dunkin' Donuts.
Hey Pearl Pirates, this is your staff at Elite Physical Therapy. We are now open next to Hines Community College off of Highway 80. So whether you get hurt on or off the field, we are here to help. We accept most insurances and offer convenient scheduling. With hours from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., we are sure to find a time that fits for you.
So if pain has you down, don't worry. Come see us at Elite Physical Therapy.
Go
Pirates!
Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day in Georgia blue. It's like a home-cooked meal. How mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be living for you, so y'all come on in. This family around here, it's Georgia blue.
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a pirate.
When you're ready to make a move in pirate country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
So you've injured your shoulder or your knee? And of course, you want the best care and the best doctor available. The doctor on the left treats shoulders and knees and ankles and hands, while the Mississippi sports medicine doctor on the right specializes in one body area and one area only, treating thousands of patients a year. Trust your medical care to one of our true specialists. Mississippi Sports Medicine. We specialize for you.
When Pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshot's Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshot's proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks a spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com. Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
For the best brands at the best prices, shop the outlets of Mississippi. I-55 and I-20 in Pearl.
The Pearl Pool is a proud sponsor of Pirate football. Located in the heart of the city, 3500 Dawn Drive, the Pearl Pool offers everyone a safe, convenient place to swim and host parties. Affordable memberships are available, and walk-ups are always welcome. It's also a great place for Pirates to take swimming lessons before they hit the high seas. And when the temperature heats up, make plans to cool off at the Pearl Pool.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
This is the Pepsi for serious fans and serious eats. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite pizza joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.
At Raising Cane's, we are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to RaisinCanes.com for details or call your local Cane's. Thank you for your continued trust in us. One love.
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you. From loans and mobile banking to CDs and check.
Welcome back into Meridian High School and Race Stadium, where we are live here on the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. Right now, the score in this one is the Meridian Wildcats 20, Pearl Pirates 13. It's been a sloppy first half. 24 minutes of football still remaining, but want to bring you some scores happening in our region and from some other games happening around the state. Other Region 3 6A games right now, both these games at the half. Brandon is on the road tonight to South Mississippi to face George County. And George County 14, Brandon 10. Bulldogs lead the Bulldogs tonight. George County over Brandon at halftime 14-10. Oak Grove is playing Petal tonight down in the matchup down there in South Mississippi. Two strong teams here in Region 3 6A. Right now the Warriors lead the Panthers. Oak Grove 17, Petal 14 at the half. Another local scores of note, Hartfield leads East Rankin in private school ball 49-3. Hawks over the Patriots. Jackson Academy and Jackson Prep battling each other tonight. Latest score from that one is Jackson Prep leads the Raiders 10-7. 10-7 Patriots over the Raiders. Germantown tonight is hosting number 1 Starkville in Madison County, and right now Luke Altmaier and the Starkville Yellow Jackets all over the Germantown Mavericks, 21-0. Starkville leads Germantown. Madison Central hosting Winona tonight. Jaguars easy in that one, 31-0. And perhaps the surprising one of the night, Clinton tonight hosting South Panola. And right now at the half, the Clinton Arrows lead South Panola Tigers 14-6. Arrows 14, Tigers 6. Again, right here at Ray Stadium, it's the Wildcats of Meridian 20. The Pearl Pirates 13. Keep it right here on the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. We'll bring some more words from our sponsors, and we'll be back with some stats from the first half right here at Meridian. Thanks for watching PMB Sports.
From loans and mobile banking to CDs and checking accounts, River Trust Federal Credit Union has you covered. That's why you owe it to yourself to take advantage of the tremendous opportunity to open a savings and checking account at River Trust Federal Credit Union. River Trust offers lower interest rates on loans and higher interest rates on savings. We can get you started on the road to financial well-being. Let us help you take charge of your financial future today. Log on to our website at rivertrustfcu.com. River Trust Federal Credit Union, improving the financial success of our members.
We know you came in to just get a cleaning, but I think what you really wanted was to upgrade to a whole new set.
So we're out of ivory. Platinum or gold?
All right.
I'll get the platinum ready.
We don't normally use this much Novocaine, but this will make it hurt a whole lot less.
You wouldn't put up with this at the dentist. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dab Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
I'm Officer Kyle Cardell. And I'm Officer Alfred Jenkins, School Resource Officer with the Pearl Police Department. And our job is to protect students.
Here in Pearl, we have zero tolerance for drivers that break school bus laws. There are 4 things to know. Stop at least 10 feet from the bus when it is loading or unloading. Don't move until kids have crossed the street to or from the bus. The flashing red lights are no longer activated. The stop sign on the side of the bus is retracted.
When we catch you, you get a ticket up to $750, up to a year in jail, or both.
Please pay attention so every student can get to school and home safely.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
Life is hard, crazy, and chaotic, but you weren't designed to do life alone. The Exchange is a church family in the heart of Pearl that exists to see people exchange their old life for new life in Christ and live out their purpose. We're a family built on truth, hope, and love that realizes no one is perfect. We're a family you can belong to. Join us for our gathering Sundays at 9:30 or 11 a.m. in person or online. Why live life alone when you can experience the joy of family?
It starts out as one of those things you're going to do one of these days. A new town, a new adventure. When one day becomes today, we'll be there to help you write the next chapter in the book of you, with options to make your banking fit your life, no matter how much of an adventure your life may be. Trustmark. People you trust. Advice that works.
Leave it up to us at Ag Up with the MVP. The powerful John Deere 303080 is priced at a low $22,995 plus 0% financing for 72 months. That's zilch. Zip. 0% for 72 months. Plus, add attachments to get the job done and save 20% off 3. Now is the time to come in to get the job done with the MVP at Mississippi Arkansas Ag. Visit us at any of our 16 locations or online at agup.com.
Think of the Pearl Pirates and one word comes to mind: pride. The pride they take in their efforts, the pride our community feels in their achievement. We're all Pirate boosters, and that's especially true at Bank of Yazoo. Proud not only to be a partner in education with Pearl High School, but also to serve the Pearl community with great financial options. So when you're ready to boost your spirits, come feel the pride with the Pirates. And when you're ready to boost your bottom line, come down to Bank of Yazoo. Bank of Yazoo, proud to be your booster for life. Member FDIC.
Hey there, I'm Aisha, and my favorite thing about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is how easy you can share them with your friends. They taste fresh, they're crispy, you can taste that every single one is unique. The top tier, best chicken nuggets ever. You guys should put that in the commercial.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
When something works this well,
paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
You want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a difference.
It was so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
and
for
that a great
so long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
WPBP and PMB TV would like to thank our latest sponsor, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is located at 403 Riverwind Drive. With over 32 different types of donuts, they can take care of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can now choose from their menu of sandwiches, wraps, and muffins. And don't forget the drinks. Along with coffee, espressos, and lattes for your morning drive, they also have soft drinks, cold brew coffees, and smoothies. The Pearl Pirates run on Dunkin' Donuts.
Hey Pearl Pirates, this is your staff at Elite Physical Therapy. We are now open next to Hines Community College off of Highway 80. So whether you get hurt on or off the field, we are here to help. We accept most insurances and offer convenient scheduling. With hours from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., we are sure to find a time that fits for you.
So if pain has you down, don't worry. Come see us at Elite Physical Therapy.
Go Pirates!
Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day at Georgia Blue. It's like a home-cooked meal, how mama makes you feel, that's what we do. Oh yeah. The time is now to make memories with all your friends. We'll be looking for you, so y'all come on in. This family right here at Georgia Blue.
Welcome back into the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. We're live on the road tonight from Ray Stadium in Meridian, Mississippi, where your halftime score is Meridian Wildcats 20 and your Pearl Pirates 13. Bryant May, Greg Flynn here live from up top in Ray Stadium. Want to bring you some of the stats from the first half. A sloppy played first half at best. First downs for team stats. Meridian with 8, the Pirates with 8 as well. Third down efficiency, Meridian was 0 for 4, Pirates 1 for 4. Rushing yards, Meridian 123 yards on the ground in the first half to the Pirates 91. Wildcats had 106 yards through the air, Pirates with only 31. Total offensive yardage through the first two quarters, Meridian 200 total yards of offense. The Pirates only able to muster 106 yards of offense. Take a look at some of the individual numbers through the first two quarters. Quarterback-wise, I believe we have the professor with Justin Hunter, so we'll go down to the field where the professor has the coach.
All right, guys, I'm here with Coach Hunter. Coach, not too bad of a first half, but I guess not what we were hoping for, but they got some athletes, hard to keep up with. So what was your assessment?
Early on, they caught us in something. They came out, their head coach is calling the game tonight. Their coordinator went down 6, so they came out with a little something different. First play resulted in touchdown. We did not practice that all week. I think we got them kind of calmed down over as far as the defense, and the execution effort got a lot better. Offensively started really hot. Then we got behind the sticks a good bit, which hurt us as far as calling plays and stuff. It's hard to call 2nd 18 and stuff like that. So we just got to do a better job of staying ahead of the sticks and relying on our players to make plays and letting them make plays.
Is that kind of the message you gave them at halftime, or was there another motivational speech involved tonight?
Yeah, something like that. Basically, it was going back to the effort, energy, execution, which we will be talking about, and we finally got that in the second half last week. And I basically just told them, we got to come out. I think the long road trip got to the young team a little bit. We talked about that, talked about it all week. Talked about it right then, and just talked about how to shake it off. We got a whole half to go. We're finna get the ball here, and we gotta come out on fire like we did last week in the second half.
Well, I expect that from a great coach, that you're going to get them motivated, and we'll be out playing good second half, Coach.
Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, that's interesting, Bryant, that you have the long road trip. Didn't take that into account. First time they've had to do it.
Well, and I think there's a couple of responses. Not only is it the long road trip, but also it's coming off of the first W of the season last week against Petal, and it wasn't just any win. That was a big region win, and, we talked about it this week with Coach Hunter. How would your team respond? And through the first two quarters, not up to the Justin Hunter and Pearl standard. We'll continue to take a look at some of the individual numbers. Quarterback-wise for Meridian, Mark Smith so far 7 of 9, 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. Shade Foster tonight, 5 of 10, only 31 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. On the ground tonight for Meridian, Jonathan Vaughn has that one rush, the very first one from scrimmage that went 76 yards to the house. Burton has 9 carries for 24 yards. Quarterback Smith has 2 carries for 13. Daniel Hill, the freshman, has 2 carries for 10. And for Pearl, rushing-wise, Jerry Johnson only 1 carry for 9 yards. Shoto has 3 carries for 20. Jamari Thompson really the only success on the ground tonight, Greg. 8 carries for 51 yards, and he does have 2 touchdowns. And then receiving-wise for Pearl, the numbers are very sparse. Jerry Johnson, 3 catches for 15. Jalen Kendrick, 1 catch for 9. And Cody Arms, 1 catch for 7 yards. And then defensively, want to give a nod to some of those guys leading tonight in tackles. Jeremy Johnson and Jalen Nickelberry both have 5 tackles. Charles Stevens with 4. And then two Pirates tied with 3 tackles. That is Malachi Porter along with Landon Moore. But, Greg, you heard Coach Hunter say it there. That first play, we really not recovered fully, I don't feel like, since that very first play from scrimmage, where Coach Hunter pointed out that the head coach tonight for Meridian stepping in to play calling duties, and they showed the Pirates something that we hadn't seen all week in practice.
Well, hopefully we get it figured out. It's now or never. You got to come back and get a win where you're supposed to get a win. We will step aside real quick. That has been the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show. Second half coming straight at you.
The Pearl Pool is a proud sponsor of Pirate football. Located in the heart of the city, 3500 Dawn Drive, the Pearl Pool offers everyone a safe, convenient place to swim and host parties. Affordable memberships are available, and walk-ups are always welcome. It's also a great place for Pirates to take swimming lessons before they hit the high seas. And when the temperature heats up, make plans to cool off at the Pearl Pool.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
This is the Pepsi for serious fans and serious eats. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite pizza joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.
We are back and ready for the second half from Meridian. Pirates find themselves trailing the Wildcats 20-13, but will receive the Georgia Blue second half kick.
Be interesting to see what they do with this kick here, Greg. First few were a pooch kick. Last time they kicked it to Jerry Johnson, he took it 90 yards to the house, so that it was brought back by a penalty. Looks like they will
little scooter on the ground, taking it at 25, across the 30, 35. Cody Arms with a nice return out close to the 40. And they will mark it at the 41, so the Pirates will have good field position.
Good heads-up play by Cody Arms, not only being a sure-handed guy to grab that one, but also carried up the field for 10 or 15 yards, and the Pirates are going to have pretty good starting field position here for Shade Foster and the offense.
So Jamari will start in the backfield. Wide receivers late coming on the field. All 4 of them going to be bunched here down at the bottom of your screen.
Watch for a little trick play.
See what we want to do here. Meridian definitely confused by it. A little quick throw to Jay Bird. And, man, they relied upon some blocking by receivers, and Meridian just swarmed over there. Too many for our guys to block. And that's going to lose 2 yards back to the 39.
Yeah, it was like the ultimate wide receiver screen with 3 wide receivers in front of Jerry Johnson and just not enough space for Jay Bird to do anything.
So on 2nd down and 12, give it to Jamari. And nothing there that time on the right side. As he'll fall forward back to the original line of scrimmage just over the 40-yard line. And it'll bring up a long Pearl Pool 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that tackle made that time by the nose tackle, number 75, Jerron Watts. And we don't have measurements on that guy, but he is an easy 3-bill there in the middle of the defensive front. Jamari Thompson ran right into him, and you don't run by that guy.
So 3 receivers all to the top. Shade fakes the handoff, pressured, steps up, lets it go, and harmlessly out of bounds as that play was blown up on the blitz by the Cats, and that will force a 3 and out.
Yeah, you called it, Greg. There was a lot of blue in the backfield, and I'm not talking about Navy. It was the Royal variety, and Shade felt the pressure from a couple of different Wildcats, stepped up in the pocket, and really sailed that one too far to Alex Spires, who was covered pretty well, and Pirates going to go 3 and out and have to boot it away. Not the way Justin Hunter probably had it scripted up to start this second half.
Shade from his 30 gets it away. That ball will take a hop, take a Pirate roll. Looks like it'll come to a stop at the 20-yard line. Actually, they'll say we touched it at the 21, so that's where they will set up shop.
38-yard kick by Shade. And now the defense going to have to protect what is a 7-point deficit. That's the largest it's been all night, is 7 points, as the Wildcats led 7-0. And then led 13-6. And now lead 20-13 here on their first offensive possession of the second half. We'll see if we've kind of got some things straightened out on defense to try to slow down this Meridian motion that has been effective against the Pirates tonight.
There's that little flip pass. This time, we were there. Missed the initial contact, missed the second. We finally get him thrown down, but not till he's going to pick up 3 yards, looks like, out to the 23.
And there have been 2 Wildcats tonight, Greg, that have really impressed me. One has been 18, Daniel Hill, the freshman, and the other one has been that guy right there, number 1, Jonathan Vaughn. He's already taken 2 to the house, one from 76, one from 33 yards out to end the first half. And he bounced off of 4 different Pirate tacklers that time before we could finally wrap him up and push him out after a 3-yard gain.
Boy, Malachi hit poor Jeremy, and they knocked them both off the play. Well, 2nd down and 8. Smith on the end around. Oh, it was sniffed out beautifully by the meatball.
Jeremy Jackson read that one the whole way, and Daniel Hill, the explosive freshman, comes up. Gimpy, as watch this here on the River Trust replay, watch his leg get bent back behind. Oh, wow. That left ankle, and that is a really, really bad sign for the Meridian Wildcats. You don't want to see anybody get hurt, but Jeremy Jackson, with all of the weight and power that he has, yanked Hill down, and his ankle got caught on the turf. And a big defensive stop by Jeremy Jackson, but perhaps a greater loss is Daniel Hill is now out for the second half.
3rd and 14, little draw play. We're going to get another face mask.
Surely not.
I think we are.
I'd love to see it here. We're going to get a good shot here on the River Trust replay. Looked like Tristan Carpenter came in and finished off that tackle. Nope, but it was. It sure was, Greg. That was Jeremy Jackson, who made a diving attempt, and on the dive, he grabbed the face mask of the running back, and that's going to be yet another free first down and the 9th penalty of the night against the Pirates, the 2nd of the face mask variety.
No, well, actually, thank goodness.
Only 5 yards?
No, in high school, it's not an automatic first down. They marked it off from where the loss was. So It is still 3rd down and 5.
Best news we've heard in some time, but it looks like the officials are going to talk about it.
Well, Let's let the Zebras talk about it.
Yeah, they may have been getting a question from John Douglas, the Wildcat coach.
Actually came from our sideline.
Okay.
It was this near side official that had the question, but it is 3rd and 5. Chance for the Pirates to still get off the field until we jump into the neutral zone, but we're going to try and buy it. Let's see who's going to win this sell job. Everybody's pointing at everybody else.
Yeah, and they're going to go offsides against the Pirates, and the Pirates cannot believe it. The Pirates defense, they were all pointing.
He moved
to 88. The tight end. Sure did. 88, not even on the roster.
88 jumped.
You're right. 88. He sure did.
And he brought Wade in there.
Yep.
Terrible call. Terrible call.
Now 10 penalties against the Pirates.
So that gives them a first down. Hand the ball off left side. Crashing close to the 40, out to the 39.
That was Burton on the carry. Tristan Carpenter in there to make the tackle. And again, this Wildcat offense is not one that's going to try to stretch the field, but they've got the athletes to do it if you give them the hole to break out to.
Got to overcome adversity. We're getting hit with adversity, got to overcome. And that's what we do right there as DJ Hudson comes up with a tackle for loss.
Great job by DJ coming up and grabbing Burton, the running back, trying to bounce to the outside, and DJ caught him around that right leg and just would not let go, kind of wrestles him, steers him down, rodeo style, and a big tackle to bring up a big Pearl Pool 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 3. Possession play here for the Pirates. Trying to get our offense back on the field. There comes the pressure, trying to string it out. Jonathan Vaughn will turn the corner and pick up the first down out across the 40 to the 43.
And that was a just great play call. Get it in the hands of your speedster, Jonathan Vaughn, who's been difficult for us to catch up with all night long, and he only needed 3, and I believe Vaughn got 3.5 with his speed to bounce it all the way to the outside.
So 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Each team with 1 possession so far in the second half. Pearl went 3 and out. Meridian on the drive, and there's 88 moving.
Surely we got it this time. And yes, that one will go the way of the Wildcats.
So that Havard Realty penalty will be the first that number 88 earns. Should have been his second. But that'll back it up.
17 penalties now between these two squads tonight.
So 1st down and 15 now. Ball back at the 38-yard line of the Cats. Quick throw, more of a shot put out to the left side, but breaking tackles out across the 45 to the 47 is going to set up a much more manageable.
Yeah, it was not pretty, but it was effective as Burton, the running back, almost tripped his quarterback Smith, and he kind of sidearmed that one out there, but Jonathan Vaughn was wide open as we were backed off on coverage. Pirates finally able to grab him and throw him down, and Greg is out. Watch that far sideline over there. Daniel Hill, the talented freshman, still unable to put any pressure on that leg, and looks like he will be done for the night.
2nd down and 6. Smith hands it off. Play's going to cross midfield to the Pirate territory of the 49. They'll be 2 yards short of the first down. Tristan Carpenter couldn't get him down fast enough.
And they're going to go with a little Wildcat, literally, as they are the Wildcats. The quarterback, Mark Smith, checks out, and you have to imagine with Daniel Hill, 18 out, who took the snap earlier, Jonathan Vaughn, number 1, going to be the quarterback, and it does look like he will take that Wildcat spot here on 3rd and short.
Looks for a hold. He's got it. Breaks into the second level. Now it's a foot race, and they will not catch him. John Vaughn is very fast.
For the third time tonight, he breaks through the defensive front of the Pirates, and once he gets to the outside, even with the speed of somebody like a Marcus Mosley, Greg, that dude can run. And for the third time tonight, Jonathan Vaughn takes it into the end zone, and with 5:52 remaining in the third quarter, the Wildcats have pushed their lead out to 26-13.
So the ever-entertaining point after, which has been anything but automatic tonight for either team. Good snap, the hold, it is up. And this one's going to plop its way through. And with 5:52 to play here in the third, it's now Meridian 27, Pearl 13.
At Raising Cane's, we are committed to safely serving you and your family the best tasting and highest quality chicken finger meals. This is very personal to me. I know how important it is to have a trusted, safe, and clean place to feed you and your loved ones. We will always go above and beyond all CDC guidelines, local government requirements, and industry standards. This is our promise to you. Cane's is open and we're here to serve you our hot, fresh chicken finger meals and drinks through drive-thru. Go to RaisingCanes.com for details or call your local Cane's. Thank you for your continued trust in us. One love.
So the Pirate offense prepared to set up shop again. See if we can make some magic happen.
Pirates rotate some things around here on special teams as they've now rotated Jacoby and Shoto here to the outside of this middle layer of the kickoff, where this squib kick is gone the last 2-3 times, trying to let Shoto break one out big. We'll see if Meridian puts it there yet again.
Well, you watch what they favorite, and the kicker likes to put it up the right side, or at least he has been. We'll see where this one decides to roll. Well, they'll go to the left. They'll take a one-hopper at the 30. It looks like out to the 40, 41-yard line. So, again, the Pirates, second time, they're going to start at the 41. Great field position. Hopefully we can do something with it this time.
Yeah, the Pirate offense has been stagnant tonight, to say the least. Only about 110 yards of total offense, and we went 3 and out here to start the second half. The only success we've really seen tonight has been on the ground. Jamari with over 50 yards. Wonder if we're going to get a steady dose of number one right here.
There goes the train. Pulls his way forward. Looks like they had a hold of his face mask, but I don't see any penalty flags. They do not.
Hayden Jackson pulling around from his guard spot, and Jamari running right behind him and Colby Spence to pick up 3 on first down.
Second down and 7. Shade, hand that ball off to Jaybird. Jaybird spins over the 45 to the 46. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Javion Alexander a little slow getting off the turf as he was in there to kind of throw a block, and now Greg at 3rd and 5 are going to be forced to potentially put this one up in the air as we got 4 wideouts checking in now with Jamari in the backfield.
Spires and Shoto at the top. Kendrick, Jaybird at the bottom. There goes Jaybird in motion. Shade back to pass. He's going to be pressured quickly, and he's going to go down. He tries to spin out of it, but he goes down inside the 40, back at the 37. Make it the 38. And
the Wildcat defensive line has done their job tonight as they have lived in the backfield.
Well, they came on a blitz that time, and our line did a good job of shifting over, but that left the linebacker on a little wheel.
Yeah, I believe we'd run Jaybird in motion. He was just kind of running a little crossing route, and Shade was going to dump it off to him for an easy 5 yards. But, again, Shade did not have the time with the Wildcat blitz.
His punt away will be taken in at the 22. hit immediately and dropped. Well, no, he's still up. Now they finally get him down at the 29. Tackling has not been overly crisp this evening.
Yeah, 40 yards on the Shade Foster kick that time, and the Wildcat running him back was number 24, Marco Smith, and actually that was number 7, excuse me, and the Pirate special teams here thought that they had him hemmed up, so they started trying to yank the ball out. That was Landon Moore trying to pull it out, but we did not have the man. You can't yank the ball if you don't have the man, and he nets another 3 or 4 yards, and Greg, we need a big stop right here from this Pirate defense.
Well, they're going to start at the 29, 1st and 10. Smith, that little flip pass that we made famous. This time the Pirates are there. Jeremy Jackson, Jalen Nickelberry. That time good pursuit and good tackling.
Atterbury, who's caught quite a few passes on the outside tonight, catches that one, and it does go as a pass on the flip pass, but good job by the Pirate defensive front of containing and slowing down that first down play.
Boy, keep the hands out of Jonathan Vaughn. He's got 2 carries for 125 yards. Yeah, let's keep the ball out of the hands of number 1. Smith back to pass. He's looking, throwing to his left. That ball caught. His knee looked like it was down. It was, but it's a gainer out to the 36-yard line, so it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And how close was Jaquavian Shoto on the pick right here? Oh, man, I thought he had closed in. And if he'd have caught that one, that would have been 35 yards of walking into the end zone. But instead, we get a break with the Wildcat receiver's knee on the ground and brings up a big Pearl Pool 3rd down.
It'll be a 3rd down and 3. Smith, a little trouble in the backfield, but somehow slipping out of it and on his way. Well, that's going to be a touchdown. I don't know how he got through there, but Howard Atterbury breaks through the line. Man, the Pirates, there was a miscommunication, and we had him hemmed up right there. Just puts his head down and breaks it past. The key there was he got just past DJ Hudson, and then he's just so fast. Goes in for the touchdown. So 2 drives for Meridian result in 2 touchdowns. What was a 7-point game is now a 20. No, that one's no good. Is a 20-point game. So the Pirates got to find a way. Time to get fired up. 1:59 to play here in the 3rd. We got to find a way to get 20 back.
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
So the Pirate offense will get started up once again. Hopefully we'll find some productivity here for the first time in the second half. Meridian's thrown 2 touchdowns on the board. Just some wild tackling, this lack thereof, I don't know. Haven't been able to wrap up. Yeah, and it's been different folks. You know, that was the other Atterbury that took off there first time he had made it.
Yeah, you really wondered how they might respond when they lost their talented freshman Daniel Hill, and Meridian responded well with 2 touchdowns on 2 rushes by guys not named Daniel Hill. And if you're John Douglas from Meridian, I don't know that you saw yourselves having a 33-13 lead over the Pirates.
There's a skipper down inside the 30. Return back over the 30, out to the 32.
Pirates really not seeing Greg any success through the air. Shade Foster with only 31 yards passing tonight.
Well, he's been harassed. I mean,
yeah, he's not had much time to be able to put it in the air, but now you don't have to overly rush, but you are trailing by 20 with 1:53 remaining in the third, and you're going to have to get points and get them somewhat in an expedited manner. And you can't do it like that.
No, Shade's going to get sacked as he faked the handoff.
And that was the linebacker, number 16. That is Quindarius Jones, the sophomore who just came in, and looked like we pretty much whiffed on all of the blocks there. And Shade got run right up on first down, and now we're, again, what Justin Hunter said, what you can't be, against the sticks.
Second and long. Shade again, pressure.
And that ball's on the ground, and Meridian's got it.
That ball dropped out of his hand, and it will be big blue ball.
It did look like, I couldn't tell if that was a beanbag or a flag, and I think it is just going to be the beanbag.
Yeah, Shade just had it bobble. Somebody got their hand up in there, and that ball just popped straight up out of his hands. And let's see if we could see which.
Yeah, let's see. Credit going to go that time to first guy through. That was number 23. That is Elijah Brown. And I don't even know that he meant to, Greg. He was just trying to grab a hold of Shade somehow.
He grabbed his arm and.
Yeah, Shade still had it in one hand, not being able to fully secure it. And ball hit the turf, and Meridian's in business, already up 20.
So they will start at the Pirate 24. Hand that ball off, right side. The Pirates are there to contain him to a very short gain. Nickelberry grabbed him. It's a gain of 4, so now 2nd and 6.
Roy Harper's down there on the sidelines. I think we got Roy. Roy, can you tell us a little bit about what's the feel down there on the Pirate sideline at this moment?
Complete shock. The guys, when they came out to start the second half, they had some energy and some optimism, I believe, but now they've been shocked, and it's showing on their faces. The offensive line just came in and sat down watching the plays, and they just look like they can't figure it out.
Well, that's the tough part with a young team. You got to keep them motivated, but sometimes it's tough when things are not going your way, and we're going to get a flag. That's what you're going to have, a delay of game against Meridian, but that's going to be a tough battle, when you have that young team that, what do they do when they're faced with adversity and you don't let it snowball? It's just a learning experience.
I agree, and also, like Coach Hunter said, the long bus rides, their first long trip, y'all hit on that, and then combined with the emotional win last week with a young team, they haven't experienced this, and they're not really sure how to respond. But they'll learn, they'll get better, and we'll figure it out.
Well, that's going to be how the third quarter ends, on a penalty. We'll come back in the fourth with the Pirates in a hole, trying to claw their way back out.
Thank you for shopping at Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get. Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket. That'll be $9.
But
Welcome to Mystery Savings Supermarket, where you never know what kind of deal you're going to get.
You wouldn't put up with this at a supermarket. Don't put up with it when you buy a car.
So come to Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
So we go to the fourth quarter. Pirates looking to hold things right where they are. Trailing it by 20, 33-13 in what was just a nightmare of a third quarter here as we hit the spooky month of October. That full moon hanging over the stadium, and there have been some weird plays tonight. Well, 2nd down and 12. Smith looking to throw. He's going to throw it deep. Has a man, and that ball's caught by Vaughn. That didn't look like it was going to be complete at all, but that ball made it there.
Jonathan Vaughn running one-on-one with Jaquavian Shoto, and no safety help over the top, and why not? That guy's done everything tonight, has Jonathan Vaughn. Already 3 touchdowns, and had Shoto not pushed him out at the 4, he would have had number 4.
Poor Shoto. It looked like he got turned around and turned the wrong way. And that ball was going outside. So now it's 1st and goal from the 4-yard line.
Again, we've said it multiple times tonight, but it looks like we're going to get a timeout by Meridian.
Yeah, Meridian will take a timeout to talk about it. They'll have 1st and goal when we come back.
I'm Officer Kyle Carmerdale.
And I'm Officer Alfred Jenkins, School Resource Officer with the Pearl Police Department. And our job is to protect students.
Here in Pearl, we have 0 tolerance for drivers that break school bus laws. There are 4 things to know. Stop at least 10 feet from the bus when it is loading or unloading. Don't move until kids have crossed the street to or from the bus. The flashing red lights are no longer activated. The stop sign on the side of the bus is retracted.
When we catch you, you get a ticket up to $750, up to a year in jail, or both.
Please pay attention so every student can get to school and home safely. I'm Officer Kyle Carmerdale.
And I'm
out of the timeout. Meridian now ready to run their 1st and goal play from the 4. Smith will keep it himself and walk right into the end zone. No, I take that back. That was, why not? How about Jonathan Vaughn again? He snuck in there. He was playing quarterback, kept it on the Wildcat, and went untouched up the middle for yet another score. That young man.
Only a junior.
Player of the week for sure. He's had an unbelievable night. Well, Meridian will trot out the extra point unit. No, it looks like they're going to go for 2 this time. Vaughn will stay in. He'll run the quarterback. He's going to run the same play. Bounce it to the outside, trying to turn the corner. But this time, DJ Hudson is there to throw him down. And the 2-point conversion is no good. But the score, not looking good for the Pirates. 39-13, just into the 4th quarter.
Life is hard, crazy, and chaotic, but you weren't designed to do life alone. The Exchange is a church family in the heart of Pearl that exists to see people exchange their old life for new life in Christ and live out their purpose. We're a family built on truth, hope, and love that realizes no one is perfect. We're a family you can belong to. Join us for our gathering Sundays at 9:30 or 11 a.m. in person or online. Why live life alone when you can experience the joy of family? Life is hard, crazy, and chaotic.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
So the Pirates prepared to get the ball back. Hopefully trying to hang on to the football this time. Drive down the field and get something positive going. It's just been nothing but negative for him coming out of the halftime break. You know, unlike a week ago where we came storming out of the gates and put it on pedal. Kind of the opposite is happening tonight as Meridian has just hit big play after big play. There's another little squibber. That's going to be taken up by Jamari at the 30. He'll get out to the 41 and be dragged down there.
And as the Pirates prepare for this offensive drive, these stats a little difficult to digest, Greg Flynn, but I'm just reading what's on the paper. So far, Meridian 12 first downs, the Pirates only 8 on the ground. Meridian 253 yards, the Pirates 97 through the air. Meridian 149, the Pirates 29 yards through the air. Total yardage through 3 quarters, Meridian 373, the Pirates 91.
So Jay Bird in at quarterback. Trying to give us a spark. They'll clear out the backfield for him now. He'll roll, throw over the middle. That ball was tipped, and they're going to say it is indeed a catch. Great catch by Alexander.
Got Javion Alexander, who was a friendly target for Jaybird last week. They hooked up for a touchdown. And Jerry Johnson is now 4 for 4 passing on the year, with 2 of those being touchdowns.
And gets us a first down, more importantly. Now Foster back in at quarterback. Hand the ball off to Jaybird. Jaybird busted up the middle. They won't catch him. No flags now. Arrgh! Jaybird breaks the drought.
You called it, Greg. It's been a drought. And the Pirates finally find pay dirt 46 yards out from Jerry Johnson. And that's exactly what Jaybird can do. Shows you his ability to pass on the first play and his ability to break away from the secondary on the second. And it's now 39-19 pending the Austin Green extra point.
Hey, that'll work out well. If we do two-play drives like that and score every time, we're in good shape. Austin Green on for the extra point. It is up. And it is good. And on the Raising Cane's touchdown by Jerry Johnson, the Pirates inch just a little bit closer. It is now 39-20 with 11:09 left to play.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
All right, Pirates special teams talking it over. I don't know that you'd see an onside kick here.
Yeah, I feel like it could be a little bit early, but I would not hesitate in going back to that pooch kick that we ran a little earlier. But, Greg, I don't know. We got a whole bunch of good hands guys out there, and it looks like we may go ahead and dial it up and go onside kick right here. Justin Hunter may be saying, what you got to lose?
Well, it's difficult to tell because that's his same approach on the on that pooch kick. So you could drop one out there, a quick onsider that maybe they're not, because they're anticipating the pooch.
Yeah, you got Kendrick, Jaybird, Shoto all down here at the bottom. 50 is Leo McIntyre, former tight end.
And we will onside it. Meridian was not ready for it, but I don't think it's going to go 10 yards. It was very well drawn up because Meridian backed away from it, but that ball just kind of checked up. Watch this.
Yep. You don't see many of them do that right there.
That second hop went backwards.
It looked like Austin's kick was headed exactly where you needed it to head, and then that second bounce here on this turf at Ray Stadium was not friendly. And
because you had Jaybird and Shoto right there. Roy, that looked like it was very close to being successful. I don't know if we have the professor.
Sorry, guys.
That was very close.
Yes, it was. If we could have just gotten just that second bounce had been tip over, then either Jaybird or Shoto would have had it and gone on in possibly.
Well, Meridian now has a short field. They'll start on the Pirates side of the 50 at the 46-yard line. See if we can't get the defense. A big stop here. There's a pitch. Trying to turn the corner. And once again, going to bull his way out past the 40 to the 39. What should have been a 2 or 3 yard play turns into 6 or 7.
Yeah, Fernando Atterbury, who has caught quite a few tonight and rushed successfully a couple of times. That would be one of those. Jalen Nickelberry just unable to pull him down. And he pushes that one ahead for a good 6-yard gain on first down. And if you're John Douglas and the Meridian Wildcats, you'll take 6 yards on first down all day, every day.
They'll make it 2nd and 4. And again, they're doing this without their freshman phenom, Hill, who went out early in the third quarter with a ankle injury, it appeared. Now Mark Smith's going to dial it up, throw it deep, wide open, and drop. Lord have mercy. That was a touchdown waiting to happen. And
yeah, Quindarius Jones, the guy who was wide open on that one.
And of the flag.
Yep, we are going to get a flag. Hopefully a holding call.
It's not a late hit.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go against Meridian, and we're seeing it here on the River Trust replay, the wide open Quindarius Jones, and it hit him in the wrong spot, right on the hands.
So the Havard Realty penalty is going to back Meridian up. Back across midfield. They will be back at their own 44. So life. 2nd down and 20. So we will see. Let's see if the Pirates can limit this to minimal gaining.
You'll take the clock stopped anytime you can get it. Meridian has done much of their damage tonight on the ground. With the athletes like Atterbury and Jonathan Vaughn, we'll see what Mark Smith does here.
Hand it off. Pirates. They let him get into the second level again. And out across midfield, inside the 45 to the 47.
And that time it was just Burton. Watch him right here. Breaks out the tackle, hits the B button, does a little spin move, another whiff, and a huge gain on 2nd and forever on a simple handoff. And we need to stop right here if we want to have any chance of cutting into this 19-point lead with 10 minutes remaining in this contest.
So from 2nd and 20 to 3rd and 6. Very big play here for the D. There goes Vaughn. Outside. This time they drag him down right at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th down and 6.
And that's one of the best looking defensive plays we've had all night. Great job by Nyquez Wade, Jeremy Jackson getting into the backfield, and then Malachi Porter had the outside containment to slow down the very speedy and very elusive Jonathan Vaughn. And the defense does what they're supposed to do and force the punt.
Well, let's see if they punt.
Well, that's true. Not sure what the official is talking about here, as the clock is stopped at 9:52. I believe we have an injured. No, well, we may have an injured chain.
Looks like the down marker was bent like a pretzel, so they're over there jumping up and down on it. See if they can get it back. Yeah, it looks more of a swizzle stick now. But that's all right. We can still see the number 4. That's all that matters.
It does look like we will get a punt off the 4th down play for here from Meridian.
Well, the breakaway and a high snap, and Charles Stevens smartly does not rough the punter, as that is a horrific punt.
Yeah, and I don't even know that line judge, he's going to be guessing right here.
5-yard punt.
Yeah, 5-yard punt, and I don't know that he even saw it. It was so short, an incredible catch by the Meridian punter, and it was so short that I don't even know if he saw it, but it'll go in the books as a 5-yard boot.
So the Pirates do their job. We need one of those 2-play drives again, as for the 2nd time, Jaybird's going to come out and start at quarterback to start this series. Last time, very successful. He threw to Javion Alexander. Let's see what we decide to do here. There goes Jamari. Run or pass? He will run. Looking for some room. Not going to get it. And they're going to push him out of bounds. Looks like right back at the line of scrimmage, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Meridian read that one. It looked like the whole way, and Jaybird is quite the athlete, but Meridian has some pretty good athletes on their side of the ball as well. And good job of containment there by the Meridian secondary, following Jaybird all the way out for maybe a half a yard.
2nd down, Shade, quick throw, caught by Jaybird. Runs away.
To the house.
30, 20, 10. And a face mask to boot at the 1.
"61 yards. Shade Foster to Jerry Johnson, and watch him break 2 tackles right here. There's 1, there's 2, and I believe it slowed him down just enough for the Wildcat safety to pull Jaybird down at the 1 or 2 yard line, Greg, and you have to imagine this is going to be the T-train taking it in yet again.
Well, it's at the 1, and they'll go half the distance on a face mask. So it's probably the shortest face mask penalty you could ever get at a half a yard. Horse collar is the call down on the field. Here goes Jamari. Up, over. Arg! T-Train, third time.
And I don't want to jump too far ahead, Mr. Flynn, but you called it. If we're going to score in 2 or 3 plays, that's the way you get back in this one. And the Pirates have responded again with I believe that was a 3-play drive that takes it.
We went one more than we needed to.
Yeah, it takes some 70 yards off the clock after responding with another 2-play drive. And Austin Green is trying to make it an 11-point ball game, and a 12-point ball game, and he does just that.
How about a Raising Cane's touchdown for Jamari? And it is now 39-27, a 12-point deficit with 9:22 to play.
It starts out as one of those things you're going to do one of these days. A new town, a new adventure. When one day becomes today, we'll be there to help you write the next chapter in the book of you, with options to make your banking fit your life, no matter how much of an adventure your life may be. Trustmark, people you trust, advice that works.
So Austin Green will get ready for our Georgia Blue kickoff, which last time was an onside attempt. See if we want to try that again. I think Meridian's going to be a little bit more prepared for it this time. Although they don't have a lot. They only have 2 guys up here on the far side.
Yep. This time it's going to be Shade rather than Austin Green, Greg.
So Shade will come on. He'll try that onside. It takes a hop. Oh, and it's moving around, but I think they got on top of it. They did. At the 44.
Yeah, that time the ball didn't get quite as friendly of a hop.
But it was wiggling. See, and it's
yep.
See,
yep.
Look at
Oh, wow, almost between his legs. And
you kick that little knuckleball.
Looked like one that may have happened in a Cowboys-Falcons game a couple of weeks ago. Am I correct?
That side spinner, the little helicopter.
Looked very similar to that. Some other scores happening from around the state real quick as we get ready for this Wildcat drive. George County.
Is that right?
Yeah, George County leads Brandon at George County tonight, 21-10. And Oak Grove leads the Petal Panthers 30-14 in another Region 3 6A game. Number 1 Starkville over Germantown, 27-7.
First down, run up the middle. Man, he broke through again, and there we go. This is going to be another touchdown. This is unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Burton just took it. Simple play, and then Dernier goes untouched.
That was the one response that you could not have from this Meridian Wildcat offense after you just scored 2 times in 5 plays. 55 yards, Burton to the house, and it's now 45-27 in this basketball game.
Nothing but big plays. Extra point attempt. Snap down, kick. Ugly, but good. And here we go again. It is now 46-27. Pirates find themselves back down by 19 with 9:08 to play.
Think of the Pearl Pirates and one word comes to mind: pride. The pride they take in their efforts, the pride our community feels in their achievement. We're all Pirate boosters, and that's especially true at Bank of Yazoo. Proud not only to be a partner in education with Pearl High School, but also to serve the Pearl community with great financial options. So when you're ready to boost your spirits, come feel the pride with the Pirates. And when you're ready to boost your bottom line, come down to Bank of Yazoo. Bank of Yazoo, proud to be your booster for life. Member FDIC.
Today's game brought to you by P&B Sports.
So the Pirates will get the ball back. Now needing 3 scores again after they had whittled it down to 2. Roy, have you ever seen anything like this?
I haven't. This is just unreal. 2 plays, 1 play, 2 plays. It's just amazing.
And they're not even pass plays.
No.
They're just run plays.
That's what happens when you have speed demons on the field, though.
Wow, this is a track meet for sure. As we're going to get our Georgia Blue kick. little poochie. That one's caught at the 25 by Jalen Kendrick. He'll take it up the far sideline, cross the 35, out to the 38. You know, it's got to be, if we're taking turns, it's got to be Shoto's turn now to make the big play, right?
Yeah, except for Shoto's laying on the training table over here getting stretched out, so I don't know if it's going to be him, but Pirates going to have to respond and respond really, really quickly, as we were doing that well, but then we gave up a 55-yard touchdown run. And Greg, this one's been a difficult one here at Ray Stadium, but if anything makes it a little easier to digest when we're behind on the scoreboard, it's the fact that George County has upset Brandon tonight on the road. George County 28, Brandon 10. That one is a final from South Mississippi.
Some weird things happen under the full moon in Mississippi. Shade looking to throw. He's pressured, and he's going down. Takes a huge hit.
Yeah, they're going to say he was already down. Ball did hit the turf, but Shade is going to have a painful Saturday morning as he has taken some licks tonight, perhaps the most I've seen. Yeah,
luckily Shade got that back, but that ball was out.
Yep. It did pop out a little bit before he hit the turf, but I don't know that Shade has been hit quite like this consistently on a Friday night yet this year. This Meridian defensive front has been a lot to handle.
There's a little swing pass out to Jamari. And he's going to get out to the 40, and that is it. Bring up a 3rd down and 9. Make it 3rd and 8. They're doing a good job of mixing up where they're bringing the pressure from. They start with a 3-man front, and then they'll either send a linebacker from the left or send a linebacker from the right. Now they'll drop back in coverage, but we'll get a whistle.
I believe we're going to get a timeout from John Douglas and Meridian.
Well, Pirates facing a big 3rd down when we come back.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a difference.
So easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
So on the 3rd down play, Shade winds up, slings it down the far left sideline, but Alex Spires unable to pull it in. And now it's 4th and 8. And clearly we'll go for this.
Yeah, I thought that one had a chance there as Alex Spires, perhaps the longest strider here on this Pirate wide receiver core.
Hits his left hand.
Yep,
but
he had outrun that defensive back, but just a little bit too far to get 2 hands on it. And this one's 4th and 8, and if there is any chance that is left, it rides on picking up this 1st down right here.
So 4th down and 8. Shade will hand it to Jamari. Now we're going to try something tricky.
Back to Shade.
Bird over to Shade. He's open. He makes the catch. He's going to pick up a 1st down, and he took a huge
that was
shot
a
to his
nasty
ribs.
Yep. But I believe it could have been his legs, as that little trickeration call could potentially be really costly. Shade going to be able to get up, though, and he's going to try to walk it off.
He's a tough little kid, I'll tell you that.
And he does get the 1st down, so, Greg, we're going to see what's going to happen is Shade is going to lip over to the bench.
There's a flag on the
Yep,
field,
I see it now.
They're pulling it back.
Well, we got a flag down, and now they're going to be discussing it, and that's going to go for naught. You know, it's bad enough to get the penalty, but to have your quarterback make that big play and get hurt, ineligible man downfield. That play did take a long time to develop, and one of the linemen wandered a little too far downfield. So now it's 4th and 12. And so now you're going to see Jay Bird, who, you know, this is the one advantage that Jay Bird has taken so many snaps at quarterback that you're at least prepared for this. But, man, you don't like to see this as Shade's trying to jog it off on the field right below us.
Yeah, we're going to call a timeout, I believe, to get a chance to think about it and to see if Shade is going to be able to give it a go. It is his left knee that they are looking at as Justin Hunter was down there with him, and now he is walking towards the offensive huddle. Should I say he's actually jogging? You see him there in the bottom of your screen.
Oh, he's tough. He wants to go back in that game.
Yep.
And, you know, the good news that we had Shoto was up on the training table as they were looking at his leg, but he was just walking around down here on the sideline. So that was a good sign. He was able to put some weight and to move around. This has been just a weird game. Penalty-filled, big play-filled, sloppy play-filled.
Missed tackles. It is
missed extra points.
Yeah, it is not the game that I believe anybody in Pirate Country had drawn up after the huge win last week, 42-39 at home over Petal. That was such a big region win that you thought the next few weeks with Meridian and Terry and George County were going to be a lot easier to obtain wins. But this one is not proven to be so on the road against an 0-4 Meridian Wildcat squad. And, Greg, it looks like Shade Foster is going to tough it out and be on the field here for 4th and 12.
On one leg. Give it to Jaybird. He's going to turn. He's going to look to throw it. And he's being harassed. And he will throw it, but that would have been well short of the first down anyways. It falls incomplete, and that will be a turnover on downs. Meridian will get it at the Pirate 36.
7:20 still left here in the fourth quarter, but a huge mountain ahead of the Pirates. And, yeah, Cody Arms, I believe, the guy who
was the intended receiver.
Yeah, was the intended receiver, but I don't know that Cody was actually past the sticks. That was a long developing play on the handoff to Jay Bird, who then tried to loop back around to throw the pass to Cody here on the backside, and Meridian sniffed it out. And you have to imagine they're going to keep it on the ground right here and run the clock, as the clock is not our friend at this point.
And another broken tackle, bouncing it to the outside, inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Burton yet again, that time he popped outside of the grasp of Jeremy Jackson and picks up yet another Meridian Wildcat first down.
I don't know, maybe they sprayed the Meridian jerseys with some kind of repellent tonight, a slick repellent. I'd like to have them checked. Here's a run to the left side. Tackle there made by Colin Love.
Yeah, Colin Love in there along with Jalen Nickelberry. And
Jeremy's been very active tonight.
Yep.
You know, for the big fella, he's been in on a ton of tackles. But, yeah, I think maybe Meridian, kind of greased themselves up before the game.
It has been some of the more elusive offensive play that I've seen in quite some time, if we want to put it that way. As we said, driving over here this afternoon, Greg, this is
a team
that could always surprise you.
They could jump up, but they have such good athletes. They moved early. That they could jump up at any time and beat anybody. It's just they hadn't played overly well against really good opponents their first 4 weeks, but this was a very evenly matched game, talent for talent. It's just who was going to make the least amount of mistakes, and to this point, it has certainly been Big Blue.
Yeah, again, if you just joined the broadcast, we've said it multiple times tonight, but this Meridian team probably the number one strength of schedule through the first month. Their 4 losses are Starkville, number 1 in the state, South Panola, Picayune, a 5A powerhouse, and then last week against Northwest Rankin. So they have not played any cupcakes yet, so they have been tested, and tonight they've shown that they have been a squad who has grown a lot over their first 4 weeks.
They're bouncing it to the outside, inside the 30, inside the 20. It looks like they're going to give him the 17-yard line. I'm telling you, we just have not been able to get a good grasp on these guys for most of the night. Look at that, just slips around.
Malachi Porter finally able to make the tackle there. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth. 46-27 Wildcats.
So 3rd down and 3. Everybody moving around out there. And we're going to move some more. Now we're going to get a timeout by Meridian. Okay. We'll take it with them.
WPBP and PMB TV would like to thank our latest sponsor, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is located at 403 Riverwind Drive. With over 32 different types of donuts, they can take care of your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can now choose from their menu of sandwiches, wraps, and muffins. And don't forget the drinks. Along with coffee, espressos, and lattes for your morning drive, they also have soft drinks, cold brew coffees, and smoothies. The Pearl Pirates run on Dunkin' Donuts.
Come smile with Sky. Sky Family Dental of Pearl provides complete dental care for the entire family. Oral exams, cleanings, dentures, implants. Most insurance is accepted and financing is available. Call now to schedule your appointment. Come smile with Sky.
Today's game brought to you by PMB Sports.
All right, out of the timeout, I'm stuck on George County beating Brandon.
Yeah.
Meridian with a 3rd down and 3. Hand off up the middle. That's going to be a 1st down to the 11-yard line.
A time tackle made by Tommy Johnson, the junior defensive lineman, who's in there. We'll check out Charles Stevens, check back in. Greg, it's been a weird night all the way around. Not only does George County knock off Brandon 28-10, Clinton just knocked off South Panola 24-21.
Strange year with COVID, I tell you what. Brandon had to play Gulfport last week because they had the game against Terry canceled. They got the forfeit win in region, wound up playing Gulfport. Poor Gulfport came up, played Brandon, went home, had COVID. So now they're in quarantine for 2 weeks. Now, Northwest Rankin tonight, supposed to play Terry. They get a forfeit win. We're supposed to play Terry next week. That game is in doubt. There's a sweep to the outside, and that's going to go in for a touchdown. And that one, how about Elijah Brown? They're spreading the wealth around tonight, that's for sure.
12-yard scamper with 4:13 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And the Pirates just do not have an answer for this Wildcat offense.
I'll give you more on the Terry game in just a minute. Our next opponent as the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. Next week's opponent, we're supposed to have Terry for homecoming, but right now, Terry, because of COVID, they've had more tests positive for the coronavirus. So as it stands right now, it does not look like there will be a football game next week, that we will receive a forfeit from Terry. So we'll put a win in there. We don't like to do it that way, but we'll get more details because it is homecoming, and from what I understand, we will still have homecoming activities. Roy, have they been talking about that at the school?
Yes, they have. The game has been canceled or forfeited by Terry. We have been trying to find another opponent that hadn't had any success yet. But we will have homecoming festivities no matter what. Cheer will perform, dance will perform. We'll have the homecoming court, crown the maid, and at least have some semblance of normalcy.
So that's to be determined whether or not we actually have a football game around homecoming next week. So stay tuned, Pirates. We will pass that information along to you on our social media outlets as soon as we get that information. You know, at worst, we'll be 2-1. 2-1 headed into the game against George County. This one grabbed out of the air by Kendrick at the 30, up the far sideline, crosses the 40. He's going to get to midfield. So, I mean, that's the bright spot. I mean, yeah, we're going to wind up losing this game tonight, fall to 1-1. How much more huge is that win over Petal last week?
Yep.
That, you know, we'll be 2-1 going to play George County, who obviously is better than I was giving them credit for, as they put it on Brandon, who somehow beat Madison Central a couple of weeks ago 6-0, beat Gulfport last week, a very good team, and then follows that up.
And a Clinton team that we beat in the Jamboree knocked off South Panola tonight, so who knows anything in a 2020 world?
It is crazy. That pass is going to be incomplete as we made a change there at quarterback, and that is Griffin Dennis. You know, if the name sounds familiar, well, that's because it is. His older brother Gunnar was our quarterback before graduation, and now Griffin is now in at quarterback.
Austin Knight in at running back, and now your receivers are Cody Arms along with Brady Boykin.
But now we're going to try Andrew Arant, the brother of
Austin, who's also in there. How about that? Both guys.
Who's his halfback. So the brother's on the field at the same time. Arant hands the ball off. Driving over to the 45-yard line of Meridian.
Good-looking run by Austin Knight. Looks like the offensive line has all stayed put. Same guys across the front. Robert Beecham will now check in at that halfback position, or actually he's going to play tight end, and Javion Alexander will check out. As now the clock just running, and it's one of those where it can't run fast enough. We got to get out of here, as it's been a difficult night here on the road at Meridian.
Get out of here without any more injuries. Whoops, that didn't work out so well on the handoff. But they turn it into a positive play. Does Arant. As we see, wrong side.
Yep, little miscommunication between Arant and Knight, but good job by Arant, just making the most of nothing and running that one forward. Looks like it's going to set up what will be 4th and short. We'll leave the offense on the field. In fact, we'll go ahead and check in number 37, the sophomore Jonas Barber, who will play a second tight end, so it'll be a 2 tight end package along with Austin Arant.
Well, let's see if we can pick up this first down. Arant tonight, up the middle. He's hit hard, but look at that second effort. Gets the first down, and Renaissance Bank will move the chains for some of these backups. Boy, he could have been stacked up right there. Look at him, just puts his head down and turns. They won't be using this game on either side for form tackling instructional videos. I have a feeling I know what they're going to be working on in practice on Monday.
Look at Austin go. How about that one? Break it out there.
Not giving up, driving inside the 30 to the 28. Strong run by Knight, and it looks like there's a flag down at the point of the tackle.
Yep, there sure is that. Going to get a personal foul, another face mask, and I don't remember a night, Greg Flynn, where there's been as many penalties as what I've seen tonight. Meridian now with 12 penalties. The Pirates with 11. So they're even beating us in penalties now, as it was a rough first half. The Pirates had 8 penalties in the first half, and now Meridian's put up 12.
We're going to run it again. Spinning down inside the 10 to the 7. Goes Knight, and he's looking pretty sharp here. Follows his blocks there on the left side. Follows Arant.
Feed the hot hand.
Run them again inside the 5. They'll blow it dead there at the 4. Let's see if we can't punch one more in here. Minute and a half to play. Plenty of time.
Good job by Austin Knight running behind Andrew Arant. Or excuse me, Austin Arant.
We got Arant and Arant
Yeah,
all over
it's
the
all
place.
confusing.
Try it again inside. Hurd. Knight with a touchdown.
4-yard touchdown scamper by Austin Knight, and you're looking for any signs of positivity and leadership. And Greg, how about this? The first guy to greet Austin Knight as he runs off the field, Jamari Thompson. And on a night that's been difficult for all of the Pirates, you love to see Jamari congratulating Austin, who doesn't get a whole lot of carries, on finding the end zone.
And we're going to whistles on the extra point. You know, sometimes it's just not your night. This wasn't our night, but you got to keep your head up. It's still early in the season. You know, we're only into the second region game. Have a win in our pocket for next week against Terry already, so we're above 500 in region. You can be 2-1 going into the George County game. Extra point is up, and it is good. With 1:09 to play, it'll make it look a little bit more respectable. Though it's hard to, with a 53-34 score.
Greg, I am looking here at our score summary. There have been 6 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. 6. 8 touchdowns now in the second half. If you're just tuning in, it was 20-13 at halftime. 20-13. And now we sit with a 53-34 score with 8 touchdowns put on the board here in the second half. 6 of those in the fourth.
Meridian has scored more points tonight than they had all season combined.
That is correct. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. It has been a weird night. There's been a lot of interesting games that have been played here at Ray Stadium since 1937 when this historic Mississippi high school football stadium was built. Tonight will go down in the books as one of the weirdest ones.
As a full moon shines over this stadium. A little onside kick. Good chance to practice our onside kicks. That one stayed high, and Meridian did a nice job of going up there to get it. And they will take it over and should just be able to take a couple of knees. It took a couple of good offsides, and then they did a good job. Go up and get that ball.
Yeah, that's the third one tonight, and that one had the best-looking bounce. Marcus Thompson, the sophomore, was the closest guy to it, but the Wildcat special teams pulls it down before we can get there, and now there's only 67 seconds left on the clock, and you have to imagine that the Wildcats going to take victory formation, now leading by 19.
So they'll trot Mark Smith out there, the starting quarterback. And running on some personnel late. You know, much like for Meridian, this is a huge win for them, much like it was for us at home last week. You know, you pick up your first win of the season. As Smith takes, that was the fastest snap that nobody moved on ever. I mean, nobody
Literally
moved.
no one, yeah.
The offensive line did not move. I wouldn't have known they ran a play until Smith ran back and handed the ball to the official.
And you have to imagine he's going to let that play clock run down. It's only at 25 seconds right now, and I believe that's what John Douglas and the Meridian coaching staff are yelling out there. We want to use every second. Game clock now under 50.
Well, I think there is some positives that Coach Hunter can take out of this. I mean, we did score a lot of points. Usually that's enough to win a game. You know, most of your opponents are not going to come in and hang 53 on the board. Got some good backups to get in there. And with that I think will be it. That will be the final snap as we are under 25. So not a good night for the Pirates as the final seconds tick off here in Meridian. Your final score will be the Cats 53, the Pirates 34. Pirates draw even with their region record at 1-1. Meridian now improves to 1-1. Pirates are actually 2-1 again, as we mentioned, with Terry having to forfeit next week's game. We will go straight into our Rogers Dabbs post-game show now. Big thanks to Rogers Dabbs for sponsoring our post-game show for several years now. We will attempt for the professor to talk to Coach Hunter. See if we have some positive words of wisdom.
Yeah, it looks like, not sure if he's gotten away. Looks like he has already scampered off with the team, who was quickly off the field, headed to the locker room. And we're going to forego our coach's interview tonight as Justin Hunter and the squad will load up the buses and we'll regroup. Greg, I guess if we are not able to get an opponent for next week, we will have a bye week, and we'll take the forfeit W and have a chance to watch some film and work on some of the things that were maybe weaknesses tonight.
Well, as soon as we get a chance, I want to get a little update down there from Roy, because we had a lot of injuries tonight. You certainly hope Shoto's going to be okay. Shade, thankfully, was able to come back. You don't know. He's going to need some ice or a hot bath or something for sure tonight. But let's see if we got the professor. Hey, Roy.
Yeah, guys.
Well, I just want to get some thoughts and maybe what you saw on the injury front down there for us.
Well, that's what I was just talking to the trainer. Shoto had some ice on his knee to try to get a little swelling down. He got hit a little bit. Thinks it's just a little twist or something. Doesn't think it's anything serious. When Shea took that hit to his thigh, he seemed to be okay, a little limp. But they are a little concerned about his knee, want to get him checked out and see how that goes. But, I think he's going to be okay, but that could be a pretty big hit if it's not. And we'll just keep our fingers crossed and hope that his doctor's appointment goes well.
Well, the great thing is, Roy, I think that if we do wind up with a bye week, in essence, next week with the forfeit to Terry, we may not want to find us an opponent now to let us get healthy.
I agree, and that's what I was going to ask Coach Hunter, and I understand him not wanting to talk after this. But I wanted to ask him, do we treat this as an extra week of practice? Try not to get an opponent, to treat it as an extra week of practice going into George County, who obviously is not what I was thinking they might be either.
All right. Well, Roy, safe travels back to Pearl.
Thank you, guys. Y'all too.
All right. So, yeah, it's may have come at a perfect time for us, Bryant, that we can have a little time to heal as we get ready for George County.
Yeah, heal maybe in a few different ways, but definitely physically tonight, as it was a difficult contest in a whole lot of ways. Statistically, it was pretty difficult as well.
Offensively, we finished with decent numbers.
We did. We came a long way from those 106 yards that we had at the end of the first half. We'll bring you some final numbers here on the Rogers Dabbs postgame show. First downs, Meridian had 16. The Pirates had 14. Third down efficiency, Pirates 2 for 8. Meridian 4 for 10. Meridian was 1 for 1 on fourth down conversion. The Pirates 0 for 1. But offensively on both sides, here's where the difference was made. Meridian tonight, 360 yards on the ground. 360 yards on the ground for the Wildcats, 155 through the air. Pirates, 182 on the ground, 109 through the air. And final numbers tonight, 486 yards of offense for Meridian to the Pirates, only 252. So 486 yards of offense to a offense that had only averaged 15 points a game coming into tonight. You said it, they outscored all 4 previous games tonight with the 53 points that they put on the board.
It hurts, but again, it's a young team. They're going to learn from this, and sometimes you have to learn how to win. I know that sounds crazy, but you have to learn how to win. You have to learn how to come back from a great comeback over a team that was very, very good, then travel long road trip on a bus over to Meridian and play a team that was 0-4 that really wasn't as bad as their 0-4 record. And it's again, they're learning so many things, not just football, but psychologically too.
Yep, and that's what Justin Hunter communicated, if anything, on the coaches show on Tuesday night, was how do we mentally stay there? One of the greatest coaches in college football that says, Nick Saban, who says it's easy to have success and get on the top, but it's harder to stay there.
Yeah,
and and again, this is only one win consecutive to the next week. But, man, it was a huge win last week at home. He does.
You sure he said that?
He says that.
Did he steal it from somebody like Vince Lombardi, Tom Landry?
I know how you feel about him. But at the same time, man, it's a hard thing to get 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old boys who had just come off such a big win to go on the road against a team that on paper, you're supposed to win. And tonight we saw that this was a very talented John Douglas-led Meridian Wildcat team.
Well, again, we will let you know next week what we're going to be doing, if there will be a football game. Again, we will have an open date now, basically, because Terry has had to forfeit their game to us because of COVID concerns. Several players and coaches. Man, that thing is dangerous stuff. We even saw the president came down with COVID. So, take care of yourselves out there. It's no joke. Mask up. It's serious. So take it seriously. So we're going to head back to Pearl. These guys are going to lick their wounds, and we're going to get back at it, whether it be next week or whether it be against George County in 2 weeks. So for the professor, Roy Harper, for Bryant May, I'm Greg Flynn. No matter what, remember, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
Thank you for watching PMB Sports. The preceding broadcast is copyrighted by Pearl Municipal Broadcasting for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the written consent of Pearl High School or PMB is prohibited.